8973 or visit repipe.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind studio. Your accident, your future, your attorney. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or call pound 546 from your cell. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Now number 1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, FUN. F-U-N. Fun. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers.
You are now listening to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
Welcome to the Jim Colbert Show on this fabulous Tuesday afternoon. Got a little bit of technical difficulties while Jack and Jim are busy trying to get that part of the vehicle rolling. Ross, you and I are going to open the Jim Colbert Show today. How do you feel about that?
Yo, I feel great.
Don't you feel good about the... Yay! We heard you!
There we go.
All
My God
right.
almighty. Sorry about that, guys. Welcome to the program here on this beautiful Tuesday. We do have a good one lined up for you today. We'll get woke news from Deb, find out what the hell's going out there in the world. Of course, Jack's Olympic update. What'd you do that's new at 4 o'clock? Whenever a really good choice. Deb's on a hot one with What'd You Do That's New. A great choice today. Let you get maybe give you a better understanding of why you don't feel good sometimes, just based on your sleep. Plus trivia, of course, it's Arnold Palmer Invitational Trivia Week, so all invitational trivia this week. Last call, Ross thoughts, your calls and texts all day long. Welcome to the program. I am Jim. To my left, my lovely and very dangerous co-host, Ms. Deb Roberts.
My work here is done.
Producer Jack Bradshaw.
Good afternoon.
Comedy alien, Ross Padgett.
Hello, Jim.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Don't forget on social media, you can find us easily there. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all at The Jim Colbert Show. On Twitter, it's just at Jim Colbert Show, and always online at JimColbertLive.com. Your 3 o'clock keyword is FUN, F-U-N. Just slide over to realradio.fm and send that off for your chance to win $1,000. That's it. It's fun. Good luck, guys. We hope you win for sure. How's it going, guys?
Good. And this is our last week of the Grand in Your Hand, right? So
It is.
Correct.
We
That is
got
the last few days.
Got to squeeze out them winners while we can.
God, how many do we have? Like 23 or 4, Jack?
We do have 23.
With a couple dozen wouldn't sound bad on the old. We don't get credit for any of this, right? We're not like, it's not like a store that sells a winning lottery ticket,
Right.
and then we get a percentage of it. That doesn't happen, right?
Believe me, I've been lobbying for like $100 for the station that gets it for a long time.
Wouldn't that be the greatest thing? Like, you know, if you own some crappy convenience store, you have to pull the gate down on every night when you lock up, and you sell a ticket there, you can wind up walking away with $100,000 in some of those cases.
Yeah.
However, you thought we were enthusiastic about this contest when we get nothing. Imagine if we were getting some action out of it.
Yeah, put $100 on the line. I'll go out there and knock on doors.
I'd be buying burner phones. I would get that done.
It doesn't seem fair, but that's okay. It's we have plenty in our promotional budget.
It's bragging rights.
Right, exactly.
Texter wants to know, Jimmy, why do you sound funny?
Why do I sound funny?
What's in your nose?
Yeah.
I have. I woke up this morning with a tiny little scratch in the back of my throat and a little bit of a congestion thing. So I decided to stay home. Did a test, came out negative. I'm good there. No problems whatsoever as far as the COVID thing. But you just don't want to take any chances, even with a little sniffle or whatever. So I just decided to stay home today. Give it another day of rest and not be around you guys in the studio. We're the only show that entirely comes in. So, for me to be able to stay home and do the program if I need to, it works out good. And today I just sound a little stuffy because I'm dealing with some kind of sinus thing or whatever. My wife just had it as well.
Well, there's a lot. I don't know if you've noticed, but with all the rain recently, and of course we're heading into spring, but it seems like things are a-bloomin'.
And there are no colds anymore. You understand that, right? It's either COVID, it's Omicron, it's Delta. You can't just have a cold or a strep throat or anything like that anymore. That doesn't happen. It's either the harbinger of death or nothing. So when I mean, you can't even get a cold. I mean, if you get a cold, you automatically think, "Oh, death sentence." Just start filling out my will.
But that's why it's good that if you have those at-home kits, which
Right.
you did, right?
Are you ready for this? Got it in the mail today.
Really?
Whoa.
Got it in the mail today. My wife actually said, I told her this morning, I said, I'm not going in. I've got this little thing. And she's, like I said, she dealt with it last week. And, people are tripping out. Anytime you even get one tiny symptom of what could be COVID. And the cool thing is because Jack and Ross have both had it, I kind of get an idea. Like when Ross told me, this is how it happened. It was like one day I was feeling okay, and then the next day I started kind of getting a little bit of a fever, and then kicked in the face.
So, Jack, you did have it that one time.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, he was
I
out for
was
a week
gone.
with it.
Oh, that's right. When you were away, yeah.
I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
gone and never heard what your results
Oh,
were.
yeah.
No. I did have it, and it just timed out beautifully. I first felt it on like a Saturday night, and then I took off Monday. Tuesday tested. I was positive, so I stayed out all week, and then was feeling better, and then 5 days later, back at work.
What kind of symptoms, though? I mean, is it just like Jimmy described, like a little scratchy
Had
throat?
a sore throat, and that was it.
Yeah.
That
Jack
was
didn't-
it.
Like, no fatigue.
Nope.
I had a little bit of a headache
Nope.
the other day. I mean, yesterday, a tiny bit of one, and I'd never get headache. So I was like, well, I guess I could attribute to that. And I think that's what happens is with this stuff, is you start kind of finding things to put you in that realm. And by the way, the at-home COVID test could not be easier to use, but you still have to jam that thing up into your eye socket.
Oh, yeah. Come on now.
That
if it
is-
doesn't bring tears to your eyes, you're not doing it right.
That's exactly, can I tell you? That's exactly how I gauged if I
Yeah.
was doing it correctly. I'm like, this thing better touch the back of my skull.
Right.
I don't want to do this over and over again.
Oh, and then because when you're reading the directions and it says, 5 circles around each nostril, you're like, no big, I got this.
Right, yeah.
And then you realize where they want you to make those circles when
Right.
you've got that thing jammed into that, the first
Oh, yeah, that
the
line
first
on the little snotch.
area of your brain.
Uh-huh.
You're just kind of tickling the gray matter, and then you got to swirl it around.
Here's how I remember when they did it to me, when they had me do it at the place myself the first time I took a test. And she said, okay, go, and she put her thumb on where it was, like in the package. She goes, it should go about that far. And I was like, oh, that's no big deal, because when you're looking at it, you don't think, well, that's not that far. And then you start feeding that thing into your face. And you're like, nope, it ain't happening, sister. I'm not going even not another eighth of an inch. It ain't going in there. She goes, you got to put it in there. I'm like, put it in there. It's like, I'm going to kill
How you
myself
like
with
it?
this thing.
How you like it when those words are flipped, huh?
Oh, yeah, exactly. It was not good. But it did give me the proper results. And I have to tell you, it tells you pretty quickly. But the instructions are kind of odd, though. It goes, it's actually very easy to use.
Right.
And nobody in the world could get it wrong. I mean, if you get it wrong,
Whoa,
you're a
whoa,
yeah,
you're a
yeah.
moron.
Come on now.
Listen, I'm going to go
Do
out
you
on-
watch
if
the
you get
news?
it,
Yeah,
if
have
you get
faith
it
in your
wrong,
countrymen, man.
you're a moron. So I'm sorry. Just telling you straight up front. If you get this test wrong, go test yourself for being a moron next.
So
Because
you said that you were fatigued right now?
No, not fatigued at all. That's the thing is I don't have any of the other normal like COVID signs. You guys had headaches and fatigue and aches and stuff. I don't have any of that.
I just hope that it's Omicron that's here to stay, because I don't want Omicron's pretty chill.
Right? Yeah.
Out
Omicron.
of the variants that we've gotten,
Yeah.
I'll take Omicron.com all day.
Anything better than Delta?
Yeah, I didn't want any of it though. I mean, because my wife
Right.
is traveling this weekend, she would have had to change her thing. We have a broadcast this Friday. I have 2 meetings today or tomorrow and Thursday before that are important. So, I mean, I hate to say so 22nd century or whatever. I don't have time to be sick. It's like I simply just don't have time to be. Look, that sounds like a 50s thing though, right? Don't have time to be sick. Got to get to the office.
Don't have time for that.
Time to make the donuts.
While
So
I'm
anyway.
over here getting massages.
Yeah, I saw that. That's some pretty awesome show prep.
Yeah, I went and got a massage.
You got a massage today?
Yeah, man, this meeting that's happening in our building, there's a massage chair.
But that's for the sales reps though, right?
Oh, the masseuse didn't know.
Massages are for closers.
Yeah, I don't know. I just saw a massage chair and I ran with it, Jim.
And they didn't look at your sweatshirt and assume that maybe you weren't part of the sales staff.
No, I'm pretty sure they thought I was like a custodian or something.
They were just being sweet.
Yeah.
We don't want to trigger this man.
But I saw a massage chair. There was no line. I said, hey, I got an extra 10 minutes.
Hey.
I heard that all the reps are in the building today, which is rare. How'd that feel, guys?
Felt good.
I was
Yeah,
just
you
glad I got a parking spot.
Yeah, same here and in the front. What?
Yeah.
What?
It's funny because we're all like, oh man, it feels empty in here, and then they're 2 days in. We're like, get these people the blank out of here.
Why
Are
are
they
you?
doing it? What are they doing in my office?
Exactly. What are you doing here? You're clogging the hallways and making me wait to use the bathroom.
They left the kitchen a mess again.
Exactly. Go back home.
I like them, man. They bring a massage chair.
Right, exactly.
That's a one special day.
Right. No, they should do that more often.
I agree.
All right,
you guys got to make use of it.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a little tough for me, but trust me, I would be in that thing in a second. I'm a goon for massages.
Yeah. And she's it's like this older woman who I thought was like, oh, this is going to be soft, and the next thing I know, I'm just,
Yeah, she's squeezing life out of you.
Yeah, I told her, I looked at her hands and I judged them. I was like, I mean, she's not going to hit third gear, you know? She's not going to get me to the place that where I want to be. And I told her, I was like, just hit me with a 9 or a 10, really dig into my soul.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And she did?
Yeah. Oh yeah, there it is.
It's weird, though, because an actual good massage shouldn't feel real good. I mean, it's going to hurt some. I mean, because the whole idea is to get that muscle massaged.
It's a hurt so good kind of thing. And Margaret over there just did a number on me.
It's like an old school bus driver.
Yeah, but she's got purple hair, so she's like a cool bus driver.
There you go.
All right, exactly. All right. 407-916-1041. Man, we have a lot of stuff to talk about today. Divorce rate is dropping, but the reason why is kind of odd. We also have a giant mix-up in the church that could cause some real interesting things. And this stuff always kind of fascinates me when it comes to these kind of ritualistic things that happen in church. And I'm not really picking on any denomination by any means. Mm-hmm. It's just a certain thing that I find very interesting.
Words matter.
A new car could come back, and when you see the rendering, it seems like it could be extremely cool. A kid's game has a massive problem on its hands, and we have some incredible stuff on the blog as well. Not to mention this story I'm going to tell you guys about a bartender that got robbed is going to blow your face off, because I could not imagine this happening to anybody in the workforce at all. Plus, on the blog right now, if you haven't seen this video, I just saw it today of, I don't even know, where is it? Did you guys even see? It's in Mexico, okay?
Go ahead, Jimmy.
Mexico.
No. That's good.
That is good.
You sound just like him.
I was going to say, it sounded just like the recording.
That's a good impression of yourself.
Mexico. But it's just a video of the street. I guess maybe it's a security video or whatever. And then out of nowhere, in a biblical-like movement, thousands of birds just fall out of the sky onto the street.
It looks like a cloud of birds was jettisoned out of the back of something and just blown onto the ground.
It looks like the beginning of a tornado of birds.
Yeah.
It was a Jonestown bird thing.
It was, because you can see the cloud of them coming before you see their bodies pushed to the ground. It looks like a force pushes all of these birds out of the sky onto the ground, and it is security surveillance video, Jimmy. That's where it's like on the side of someone's house, where all of a sudden you see it was terrifying.
Deborah, when I saw it, I'm just like you. When I had to watch it 3 times, because at first
I couldn't.
I thought it was there was a smoke storm or something, and they were like falling out of the smoke or whatever. But that's not smoke. It's all birds.
All birds.
Also, one of the funniest things that I think I've seen in a while, and it could not happen in any other state than Florida. Was it OIA? I want to make sure it's OIA. I think it is OIA.
It is.
A bicycle officer is in pursuit of a woman who is hammered drunk, riding a motorized suitcase through the airport.
Yay, Florida!
With drink in her hand.
Of course.
Constantly cursing people, and it is absolutely. She goes on the tram. This cop deserves all the cop awards you can give a cop. And he finally does say it. He finally says, you know what? I've been really cool to you. And I've been really cool. I could have tased you hours ago. And I did not. Please be cool. And they did wind up arresting her. But you can check that video out right now at JimColbertLive.com. It's all up there for your enjoyment. Deb, what's coming up for news?
Well, we've got the president addressing the nation over the Russia-Ukraine crisis this afternoon. Spring training is on hold here in Florida and its economic impact. And speaking of sports, NBC may be celebrating just as much as the Super Bowl champions. We'll tell you why and so much more coming up during Woke News.
Thanks, Deb. 407-916-1041. Don't forget your 3 o'clock keyword is fun, F-U-N. Just hop over to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. Back with Deb's News, more of the Jim Colbert Show right after this. Mexico. They met in a bar in Texas, and now it's a thing in a can.
Need a woman in your life who responds to your most important commands? Hey Siri, play Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price.
We're still looking at stop-and-go traffic heading west on I-4 between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road. It's also slow if you're heading into Polk County. A crash taking up 2 left lanes. Heading westbound, approaching State Road 559. Eastbound solid 2 between County Road 557 up to 429. Still in good shape on the Turnpike and the 408. See traffic problems? Call the Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center. I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Audible. Make this the winter of you with Audible. Listen to the best of what you love, from comedy to wellness to the latest bestsellers. Find it all at Audible, with audiobooks, exclusive originals, and popular podcasts. Start listening free when you sign up at audible.com.
Man, if you're in need of a new fence, you need to think Mossy Oak Fence, because a beautiful new fence from our friends over at Mossy Oak Fence is a great way to add appeal and value to your home. But more importantly, the experts over at Mossy are fence freaks. And that means freaks on your quality and freaks for your satisfaction as well. Skilled craftsmen only use the very best materials, getting you the best results every single time. I love my fence from Mossy Oak. You will as well. These guys set the standard when it comes to quality, and that quality is backed by the best warranty in the business. So if you're looking for a fence, visit mossyoakfences.com. And as always, let the Mossy family protect your family today.
Mortgage rates are still at record lows. Don't miss out. Visit homeloansradio.com and get a free quote.
Thinking about what your child's future holds? Get with the plan that gives them the most choices. 70% of parents believe that college provides their child the best foundation for future success, and a Florida 529 prepaid plan ensures they have options. It can be used at universities, colleges, trade or technical schools, public or private, in-state or out. Plus, it works great alongside scholarships. It's like prepaying their path to success. Enroll for free and earn up to $500 in college savings. Open enrollment is now.
This is Robert Palmer, president of RP Funding, and we've paid over $80 million in closing costs. Visit rpfunding.com to see how much we'll pay for your refinance, or call 855-773-8634.
Terms and conditions apply. We must 7168 equal housing.
Today, I'll prepare arroz con pollo.
Let's try edamame instead of green peas. And instead of white rice, 2 cups of Mahatma basmati rice. Why not? Shh, Grandma better not hear me. Rejuvenate traditions with Mahatma rice. Unfollow la receta with Mahatma rice.
Wake up, grab your keys, stop at McDonald's drive-thru for breakfast. Morning people know the deal. Right now, you can bundle a sizzling sausage biscuit or savory sausage McMuffin with warm toasty hash browns for just $2.29. Start your mornings off right with $2.29 breakfast bundles at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
McDonald's fries are so crispy and golden on the outside, yet so fluffy and warm on the inside, the only question is what to pair them with. A classic McDouble topped with a single slice of melty American cheese, or maybe a crispy McChicken served on a perfectly toasted bun. Every day, you can drive through and choose one to bundle with small fries for just $3.39. Whether you eat them first or save them for later, fries always come in a McDonald's bundle for $3.39. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Is an AmScot cash advance right for you? Compare for yourself. Often, it can be less than the late fee on an overdue bill. With AmScot, you could get up to $500 on the spot with no credit check. AmScot. Some restrictions apply.
When life-changing events happen, it's important to have somebody there to take the burden off of your shoulders. At those moments, Kramer Law is there for you. If you were involved in a divorce or you're having a dispute with your ex, Kramer Law will be there to take care of you every step of the way. Life-changing events happen. Having a lawyer on your side is the smart move. No matter what the legal issue, we're here for you. Kramer Law, one firm for life.com. Office is Altamont Springs.
Nothing makes a good night bad or bad night worse than hitting up a drive-thru and getting served cold, tired fries. Golden, more like soggy arches. Tonight, make it Wendy's, where fries are hot and crispy, not cold and soggy. They're also preferred over McDonald's, almost 2-to-1. End the night on a good fry. Choose wisely. choose Wendy's Late Night.
Taste test preference based on the National Taste Test by an independent research company. Hours may vary by location.
At Panera, you can say yes to both of your cravings. We call it You Pick Two. And with over 465 pairings, you'll find a meal sure to satisfy any mood. Are you feeling both fresh and fun? Pick our Fuji apple salad with a new Thai chicken soup. Or maybe you're feeling classic and bold. Pair some creamy mac and cheese with our new Citrus Asian Crunch salad. Order your perfect pair today and enjoy a $0 delivery fee for a limited time only. Panera, the familiar made fantastic. Restrictions apply. Visit PaneraBread.com/delivery info for complete details.
Experience Celtic Women's Murad Nesbitt, Saturday, February 19th at the Mount Dora Community Building as part of the Mount Dora Scottish Highland Festival. Sponsored by Visit Lake. Seating is limited. Get your tickets now at MountDoraScott.com. The Mount Dora Scottish Highland Festival is a weekend-long event sponsored by Visit Lake that celebrates all things Scottish. From Highland athletics and border collies to pipes and drums, there's something for everyone. Get your tickets to see Murad Nesbitt at MountDoraScott.com. That's MountDoraScott.com.
Fence Outlet has the largest selection of fencing options in the state with over 400,000 square feet of showroom and warehouse space. Get 0% financing for 12 months for your gorgeous new fence. Book your appointment online today. Go to FenceOutlet.com. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Know why we made the free iHeartRadio app?
Why?
So you can bring your favorite radio station, just like this one, and thousands of others with you everywhere you go, right on your phone, along with tons of specially curated playlists to fit any mood or activity, from chilling out to working out. Ooh, and podcasts, literally hundreds of thousands of them. True crime thrillers, the latest headline news, sports, you'll find plenty of podcasts that are perfect for you. So start listening free now when you download the iHeartRadio app. Discover music, radio, and podcasts you'll love.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. Text us easily at 77031. Don't forget your 3 o'clock keyword is fun, F-U-N. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance to win $1,000. We'd love to see a winner today for sure. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Jack and Ross are right over there. Let's get a check of the news. Here's Deb.
And now, it's time for Woke News.
It seems like kind of a misuse of the whole world.
On the Jim Colbert Show.
All right, Woke News brought to you by Home Loans Radio and that mortgage guy, Don. First off, want to let you know President Biden is going to update the nation on the Russia-Ukraine crisis this afternoon. He's scheduled to speak from the White House at 3:30 Eastern Time. His speech follows Russia's claim that it's withdrawing some troops from the border with Ukraine. Ukrainian officials have expressed deep skepticism, but at the same time, they're also now just making requests of NATO, including vehicles, search and rescue teams. A White House statement says the U.S. remains, quote, open to high-level diplomacy, end quote, in close coordination with European allies. All right, cities across the Sunshine State stand to lose out on millions of dollars.
For what?
As the start of Major League Baseball spring training is on hold. Yeah, this is the day pitchers and catchers were originally scheduled to start reporting to camp to begin gearing up for the 2022 MLB season. However, uncertainty continues to hang over both spring training and regular season schedules as the league remains in a lockout. The Sunshine State is home to 15 Major League Baseball teams that play games during the Florida Grapefruit League season. So it's a big loss. And a lot of those are smaller communities with ballparks. And that's a big source of their income. And, you know.
Jack, they still do Winter Haven? Is that where the Yankees go? Or is that is that still a Lakeland, Winter Haven, that area out there?
No, the Yankees are in Tampa. They have a George Steinbrenner Stadium over there. It's not too far from the football stadium. Locally, and then we lost the Astros. They were in Kissimmee.
They went to Arizona?
Yeah. I think Lakeland used to be.
Yeah, that was back in the day.
Or something like that. I mean, I remember it was back in the day. There was a number of, I know the Astros were here.
Yeah, that was down in Kissimmee for a while, and the Tigers were over there as well. But...
Yeah. That's a shame, man.
Yeah, it is. Still waiting to find out. At one point last week, the last report I had read was that the labor secretary offered to get involved. And this was after the Players Association had rejected having a mediator get involved. So now the labor secretary himself is like, listen, I'll sit down with you guys.
Right, yeah, please.
See if we can come up with something.
This does increase the chances of me watching baseball this year, though. Because if they cut some games out of that season of 162 games,
yeah.
I would care if that season is 80 to 100.
Just out of curiosity, why would it matter that the season is 20 games long or 180 games long for you to watch a ball game?
Well, 162 games, I'm like, all right, my team's doing well. I take a week off, and I'm like, uh-oh. They aren't doing well. It's just, it's a lot. And I think it takes some of the at least for me personally, it takes some of the meaning away from each regular season game.
The length of the games also is an issue, and the fact that they play a bunch of them. People are like, well, the NFL games are long, but they play once a week. They don't play 5 times a week. So it's like, you have to watch that game then. I mean, you could miss a game on Monday and still check a game on Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday.
It's a commitment to follow your team.
It
Believe
is.
me, I know.
Yeah.
Lakeland has Detroit Tigers.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Since
1946.
Wow.
Brightline says it has finally completed its first major project. The 170-mile extension from West Palm Beach to Orlando International Airport is done. The zone includes 6 bridges, 2 underpasses, and airport improvements beginning in 2023. The trains will travel through the airport corridor before heading east towards Cocoa. In the meantime, a Brightline train collided with a car this morning in Delray Beach. The second Brightline train crash in Palm Beach County in just 3 days.
Damn.
Delray Beach Fire Rescue said a 28-year-old woman and her 3-month-old daughter got out of the car just before it was hit after it got stuck on the track. She went down a one-way street and then was seen in the neighborhood knocking on people's doors. This is about 6 o'clock in the morning, saying someone was chasing after her. She has since been Baker acted. Another Brightline crash happened less than 20 miles away on Sunday in Lake Worth Beach. And in that case, 1 person was killed in that crash.
Wow.
Something, Jimmy, you've talked about before, and of course, being an owner of an electric vehicle, just like Jack, this is going to be a bigger deal moving forward. And a proposal aimed at expanding electric vehicle charging stations in Florida is moving forward. The House of Tourism, Infrastructure, and Energy approved a bill directing the Florida Public Service Commission to propose rules by the end of the year. The rules would establish standards for adding a charging infrastructure. The commission would have until January 1st, 2024 to adopt the rules. I think they need to move a little bit faster than that.
Yeah, within 3 years, you're going to see a lot of people making the switch. When gas is not going to get any cheaper for a while, you're not going to be able to regulate that much longer. And I'm telling you, our Mach-E has been an absolute dream.
And in Florida, the legislature just decided to move after they saw the Super Bowl ads. They're
Right.
like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Everyone has an electric vehicle.
Something else they're doing in Tallahassee is legislation that would aim to cut down on dangerous driving. Now, this is dangerous driving associated not with road rage. No, this is street takeovers. This includes drifting, donuts, and burnouts.
Fun stuff.
Being discussed in Tallahassee, the bill would also allow officers to arrest someone believed to be part of a street takeover without a warrant. Similar legislation is moving through the state Senate.
Yeah, that group that comes up from Miami wreaks havoc.
Yes,
when
they do.
And the crazy thing is they go on social and they just let you know they're doing it. Like
Oh,
they
yeah.
They did it in Daytona. They did it in Orlando. It led to a number of wrecks and a number of altercations in the middle of the road because they're just douchebags.
Speaking of douchebags, Jimmy, thank you for the segue.
No worries.
A teenager that Orange County deputies call a menace. This will make you feel good. He's back on the streets.
Nice.
Dennis?
After posting bond. Officials, Orlando police say 19-year-old Emmanuel Bullard was arrested this weekend for 4 road rage shootings in December and January. Now, his arrest was made after deputies posted video of the shootings on social media last week and offered a $1,000 reward. Deputies say Bullard confessed, and he's facing charges, 8 of them, that include aggravated assault with a firearm, and he had nothing but sweet, choice words to say about his victims as he bonded out of jail this morning at about 2 a.m. Good to know he's back on the streets, though, right?
Let's get that guy back out there quickly.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's
Now,
good.
I know that we're waiting on President Biden to address this whole situation with Russia and Ukraine.
Yes, as soon as he walks out, he's not quite at the podium yet, so I basically have one eye on the podium and one eye on my news copy, but as soon as he comes out, we'll go ahead and carry the president's speech. While we wait for him to do that, I'll also let you know about 2 men under arrest for stealing catalytic converters from vehicles at Universal Orlando.
I told you guys.
Get 'em. Knucklehead Island for them.
There you got it.
I told you guys. They're going to go where there's a giant concentration of cars and where they think they can't be found. And if you get down low and you just move around under the vehicles, depending on where you are. I mean, it's easy pickings. This thing is terrible.
Well,
this whole catalytic converter thing is the worst.
Jose Antonio Martinez and Terrence Elder are facing counts of grand theft and criminal mischief. Police said the vehicles were targeted at Universal's Dockside Inn and Suites. The parts, of course, we've talked about this before, containing valuable metals, including platinum and rhodium, which can be resold. The president is now getting ready to take the podium. We'll join him as he addresses the Russia-Ukraine.
The president is stepping up now. Let's listen.
Today, I'd like to provide an update on the crisis involving Russia and Ukraine. From the beginning of this crisis, I have been absolutely clear and consistent. The United States is prepared no matter what happens. We are ready with diplomacy to be engaged in diplomacy with Russia and our allies and partners to improve stability and security in Europe as a whole. And we are ready to respond decisively to Russian attack on Ukraine, which is still very much a possibility. For all the events of the last few weeks and months, this has been our approach, and it remains our approach now. So today I want to speak to the American people about the situation on the ground, the steps we've taken, the actions we're prepared to take, and what's at stake for us and the world, and how this may impact on us here at home. For weeks now, together with our allies and partners, my administration has engaged in non-stop diplomacy. This weekend, I spoke again with President Putin to make clear that we are ready to keep pursuing high-level diplomacy, to reach written understandings among Russia, the United States, and the nations of Europe to address legitimate security concerns, if that's his wish. Their security concerns and ours. President Putin and I agreed that our team should continue to engage toward this end, along with our European allies and partners. Yesterday, the Russian government publicly proposed to continue the diplomacy. I agree. We should give the diplomacy every chance to succeed. And I believe there are real ways to address our respective security concerns. The United States has put on the table concrete ideas to establish a security environment in Europe. We're proposing new arms control measures, new transparency measures, new strategic stability measures. These measures would apply to all parties, NATO and Russia alike. And we're willing to make practical, result-oriented steps that can advance our common security. We will not sacrifice basic principles, though. Nations have a right to sovereignty and territorial integrity. They have the freedom to set their own course and choose with whom they will associate. But that still leaves plenty of room for diplomacy and for de-escalation. That's the best way forward for all parties, in our view. We'll continue our diplomatic efforts in close consultation with our allies and our partners. As long as there is hope of diplomatic resolution that prevents the use of force and avoids incredible human suffering that would follow, we will pursue it. The Russian defense minister reported today that some military units are leaving their positions near Ukraine. That would be good, but we have not yet verified that. We have not yet verified the Russian military units are returning to their home bases. Indeed, our analysts indicate that they remain very much in a threatening position. And the fact remains, right now, Russia has more than 150,000 troops encircling Ukraine and Belarus and along Ukraine's border. An invasion remains distinctly possible. That's why I've asked several times that all Americans in Ukraine leave now before it's too late to leave safely. It is why we have temporarily relocated our embassy from Kyiv to Lviv. and western Ukraine, approaching the Polish border. And we've been transparent with the American people and with the world about Russia's plans and the seriousness of the situation so that everyone can see for themselves what is happening. We've shared what we know and what we're doing about it. Let me be equally clear about what we are not doing. The United States and NATO are not a threat to Russia. Ukraine is not threatening Russia. Neither the U.S. nor NATO have missiles in Ukraine. We do not have plans to put them there as well. We're not targeting the people of Russia. We do not seek to destabilize Russia. To the citizens of Russia, you are not our enemy. And I do not believe you want a bloody, destructive war against Ukraine, a country and a people with whom you share such deep ties of family, history, and culture. 77 years ago, our people fought and sacrificed side by side to end the worst war in history. World War II was a war of necessity. But if Russia attacks Ukraine, it would be a war of choice, or a war without cause or reason. I say these things not to provoke, but to speak the truth, because the truth matters. Accountability matters. If Russia does invade in the days and weeks ahead, the human cost for Ukraine will be immense. And the strategic cost for Russia will also be immense. If Russia attacks Ukraine, it'll be met with overwhelming international condemnation. The world will not forget that Russia chose needless death and destruction. Invading Ukraine will prove to be a self-inflicted wound. The United States and our allies and partners will respond decisively. The West is united and galvanized. Today, our NATO allies and the alliance is as unified and determined as it has ever been. And the source of our unbreakable strength continues to be the power, resilience, and universal appeal of our shared democratic values. Because this is about more than just Russia and Ukraine. It's about standing for what we believe in, for the future we want for our world, for liberty, the right of countless countries to choose their own destiny, and the right of people to determine their own futures, for the principle that a country can't change its neighbors' borders by force. That's our vision. And toward that end, I'm confident that vision, that freedom will prevail.
All right, there we go. There's President Joe Biden addressing the country regarding the Ukraine and Russia crisis and scenario that's happening and unfolding there for a few weeks now. Basically telling the people of Russia, we don't want a war with them. We don't have any problem with them, blah, 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 blah. So basically just seems like a basically negotiating move to say, hey, look, we don't want any beef. We'll see how it goes from there and see how Putin responds, and we'll bring that to you as soon as we get it. Deb, continue.
Okay, well, let's see where we were on. Okay, we've got fully vaccinated guests at Walt Disney World will no longer have to wear their face masks indoors starting Thursday.
Okay.
The theme park will still ask guests who are unvaccinated to wear their masks in all indoor locations. That includes attractions and theaters, but it won't matter if you're on any Disney transportation. Both vaccinated and unvaccinated guests ages 2 and up will still be required to wear your masks on transportation, including buses, monorails, and the Disney Skyliner. Universal Orlando made a similar change to its policy over the weekend. Real quick, we know we've got the Daytona 500, and there is a fever for this event, unlike I don't think we felt like this for years for a while.
I don't remember it selling out this fast.
Yeah.
For years.
Yeah.
I mean, all 100,000 seats, or every seat is gone. I mean,
every seat is gone. And there will be a familiar look to this year's Daytona 500. Now, unlike last year when attendance was limited due to COVID, there are no capacity restrictions for Sunday's race at the Daytona International Speedway. Over 100,000 people are expected. Practice starts today with 2 50-minute sessions. A Rodney Atkins concert will take place at 8 o'clock tonight the Fan Zone. Then country music star, this is a great event for you, Ross, because country music star Trace Adkins is set to sing the national anthem at the Daytona 500 Sunday. Hall of Fame cornerback Charles Woodson was named Grand Marshal and will give the command for drivers to start their engines. And finally, Speaking of sports, NBC is probably celebrating just as much as the Super Bowl champions. Have you guys seen any of the final viewership numbers?
I haven't, but it's got to be gross.
Well, final viewership numbers for Sunday's big game show more than 112 million people watch the Los Angeles Rams raise the Vince Lombardi Trophy across all television and streaming platforms. That marks a 16% jump from last year's ratings. Super Bowl 56, in fact, was the most watched Super Bowl since 2015's game that saw Tom Brady and the New England Patriots defeat the Seattle Seahawks.
Imagine if that would have been the Chiefs.
That's almost as many people as watch an I Love Lucy episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. I think the episode of her giving birth had I can't remember how many million more than Eisenhower's inauguration the next day.
And it was in the tens of millions, but it dwarfs what you get for a regular television show now.
Right.
You're lucky in the teens of millions, but Lucy was at regularly at 50 million people.
Always.
And what this also does is it just completely justifies all that money they charge for the spots because you can now say, hey, look, it's worth your $1 when you spend $7 million on 30 seconds. And then I think the story around that ad with the floating
I was
QR
just about
code,
to bring that up.
the Coinbase one. I mean, that just shows how much people react to these ads and how much they're tuned in. It is the most unique broadcast moment in American history. In the American broadcast lexicon every year.
And what's interesting, though, about that is that at least on Twitter today, you had a lot of people who work in cybersecurity or national security saying that is the dumbest thing you could ever do is to just scan an unknown QR code.
Right.
And yet 20 million people did it. They said, listen, in this case, it ended up being Coinbase, so that's different. But
who knows what a QR code is? That's why you're scanning it.
Exactly,
right?
And it's scanning you at the same time. And that's the other part of it that we don't. It looks back, always, always. All right, now you all are officially woke, and Woke News is brought to you by Home Loans Radio with that mortgage guy, Don. You probably maybe have a lot of questions to do with the home buying and mortgage process. Your question could range like you had a family member unfortunately pass away, and now you've been tasked with selling a piece of property. Who's going to help you with that? I know, and it's that mortgage guy, Don. He answers about 100 of these questions each and every day. Takes him about 3 hours, but he loves it, and he'd love to answer your question, too, and it's so easy. Just go to homeloansradio.com, look for the Ask Don bubble, and that's it. No obligation, no fear of being added to a spam list. It's just that easy. homeloansradio.com.
Thanks, Deb. 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Jack's Olympic update is next here on The Jim Colbert Show.
The Great American Race runs through here. Catch the 2022 Daytona 500 Sunday, February 20th at 1:30 on Real Radio 104.1.
This Real Radio 104.1 weather report sponsored by Rude Air Conditioning, powered by Ferguson HVAC.
Good Tuesday morning. It's Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Kristen Giannis here with your forecast. So after a chilly start, temperatures will warm nicely. We're going to be topping off in the low 70s today, right around 72 in Orlando. Along the coast, the potential for a few isolated sprinkles later this afternoon into the evening hours as winds pick up out of the east at 10 to 15 miles per hour. We'll see some higher gusts at times, so we'll call it a breezy afternoon. Tonight, dropping down to the mid and upper 50s under partly cloudy skies. Hope you're having a great start to the day. In the Fox 35 Storm Center, I'm meteorologist Kristen Giannis.
This report is sponsored by Audible. Make this the winter of you with Audible. Listen to the best of what you love, from comedy to wellness to the latest bestsellers. Find it all at Audible with audiobooks, exclusive originals, and popular podcasts. Start listening free when you sign up at audible.com.
Man, the weather here in Central Florida is so bipolar. One day it's 50 degrees, next day it's 85 degrees. That's going to happen this week. That's why you need Mills Air. These guys know how to keep your AC ready to go at all times so it can handle all this crazy Florida weather. They've been doing this for 30 years. All of that experience for 30 years, they put to work for you. And their techs are awesome people, and they're really good tech, and they take good care of your system. They can do that for you as well. Plus, they're Carrier Factory authorized dealers, which means you can get up to $1,275 in rebates towards that brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier and certainly turn to Mills Air. Family owned and operated and ready to help you right now. Schedule your appointment today, 407-277-1159. Get them online at millsair.com.
Racetrack gas pump thought number 348. Because waiting for your tank to fill up is the perfect time to think about whatever gets you going.
What
what if lunch was never invented? Like, who decided 3 meals a day was the standard, and why just one lunch? I want 2. Then I could do pizza for one, chicken for the other, or combining them would be easier. And definitely add some Texas Pete wing sauce.
You're on to something, Dave. Introducing Racetrack's Buffalo Chicken Pizza made with Texas Pete wing sauce. Try it for a limited time at participating locations. Racetrack, whatever gets you going.
Am I a genius?
Alpha Foundations.
Since 2002, Alpha Foundations has led the way in foundation repair, concrete leveling, crawl space encapsulation, and much more. With the industry's most complete lifetime warranty, plus a price assurance guarantee. For a free estimate, call 1-800-714-3020 or visit alphafoundations.com. License CBC 1257350.
For home that lasts, you want to call them fast. Call Alpha Foundations.
It is one of the top 5 most important purchases you're going to make in your entire life.
International Diamond Center's Ryan McKellen talking about your engagement ring.
We take the time to make sure that you have that peace of mind in that purchase.
At IDC, peace of mind starts with a hand-picked certified diamond that is cut for maximum brilliance.
And when I put my diamond up against a diamond that you can find at almost any other retail location, we're going to end up beating the competition because our product stands out to the eye of the beholder. It sparkles more, it jumps off the ring, and just outperforms.
And to showcase that diamond, IDC has rings from premier designers like Tacori, Viraggio, Henry Dawsey, and many more.
IDC carries brands that other stores are not even allowed to carry.
And then you get the strongest warranties in the jewelry industry, backed by a family who stands behind every purchase for life.
Our integrity is paramount. We take care of your ring for life. We invite you in as an extension of our family. But you always know that you're getting top quality products. That peace of mind that the customer gets is unbelievable.
International Diamond Center for that once-in-a-lifetime purchase. 4 convenient Orlando locations.
We all want to support our community and small businesses, protect the environment and our kids' future, and above all, help others when they need it. That's why every day our energy goes into delivering reliable, cleaner, affordable energy. The energy that promises a better tomorrow with new jobs and opportunities and helps everyone move forward together. We're Duke Energy, and we're building a smarter energy future for you.
Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders. Is your current home loan the right fit for you? Near historic low rates may be a great reason to refinance, but when matched with an expertly chosen loan from Loan Depot, you could be saving money and paying more towards the bottom line. Call a Loan Depot loan officer and ask about our 27-year Smart Term loan or our 10-year ARM loan. Get a great rate matched with a great loan by calling 866-888-LOAN or visit loandepot.com. At Loan Depot, home means everything. Rates are subject to change. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing opportunity. NMLS number 174457. Licensed in all 50 states.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. But not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/trial. That's ZipRecruiter.com/trial.
If you've ever ordered food for work, you understand. It's different. There's just so much more at stake. Whether it's a meeting, a client call, or lunch with the office that has to arrive at the actual lunchtime, food for work has to work. That's why there's EasyCater. Food that's on time and as ordered from over 82,000 restaurants. And if there's a problem, rare, you can reach someone in seconds.
Thank you for calling EasyCater.
Some food just doesn't work at work, but EasyCater just does. Order 24/7 at EasyCater.com.
A little to the left. Now to the right. Back to the left just a bit. Oh, that's good. Oh, wait. I think it was supposed to go on a different wall.
You're kidding!
Armstrong Air believes that comfort doesn't need to be complicated. We'll help keep you warm in the winter and cool in the summer. Visit ArmstrongAirInc.com and let Armstrong Air deliver the comfort you deserve. Mention this ad for a residential $79 precision AC tune-up. Turn to the experts today with Carrier and Armstrong Air.
This year full of real radio is brought to you by Clausman Law. Car crash? Call Glenn Clausman. ClausmanLaw.com.
Now that we've all quit Facebook and started talking to each other again. What's that? Nobody's quit Facebook? Facebook.com/RealRadioOrlando. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Also available to watch, if you're into that kind of thing, at The Jim Colbert Show on Twitch.
Everybody remember your 3 o'clock keyword is fun, F-U-N. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance to win that $1,000. Also, don't forget to go to our blog, JimCorbettLive.com. Lots of incredible stuff up, including that video out of Mexico with those birds falling out of the sky. It's just genuinely, Ross said it best, it is the end of times kind of stuff when you see it. No way to explain it. It's not fake. It's from a security video. Plus, we have that chase in the OIA airport of a cop on a bike chasing a woman on a motorized suitcase. She is hammered.
Is that a DUI?
I think if you're driving anything under the influence.
Well, I know she was arrested for disorderly conduct, and after watching that whole video, that officer doesn't make enough.
Oh, no.
He doesn't make enough.
He couldn't have been nicer.
Seriously. He
trying
even
to talk her into just, hey, can you move? Can you leave this area,
He
please?
even offered to race her.
I'm yelling, tase her, and I'm just yelling it at the video, tase her.
And then when she starts to spit in his face, I was like, oh no, I'd have knocked your teeth out by now.
All right, 407-916-1041.
That's why I'm not an officer.
Text 77031. Let's get Jack's Olympic update. Find out what's happening out there.
Yeah.
That's the music we're supposed to hear for the Olympic update.
It's about time.
Olympics, a lot going on last night, but actually I fell asleep.
Did you really?
What
a lazy ass.
What, lazy?
What a lazy. You don't work enough.
Wait, I don't sleep biphasic. I sleep,
monophasic.
Monophasic. Thank you, Deb.
Right.
You're welcome.
Got up early, and I was asleep at 10 o'clock, so I had to get caught up this morning on what things I missed. But I did get caught up, and now I get you caught up on what happened in the Olympics, because we're starting with men's hockey. It has been an Olympic event at every Winter Olympics, starting in 1924. That's the first Winter Olympics. However, it actually debuted 4 years earlier in the 1920 Summer Games, right?
Yep.
So men's hockey has been around a while. Olympics women's hockey, though, began in 1998, not too long ago, but it's not a sport that gets much attention outside of the Olympics. Yet, two of the most dominant teams of the sport are Team USA and Team Canada. In the past 6 Olympics, Canada was part of every gold medal game, and in 5 of those, Team USA was their opponent, right? In Beijing, Team Canada already reached the championship match. The only question was who would be their opponent. Yesterday, Team USA was playing Finland.
States will meet Canada for the gold medal for the 6th time in 7 Olympics. A 4-1 victory for Team USA.
I think the rest of the world's getting a little tired of this Team USA Canada gold medal match. Yeah, so and the thing, you got to watch it, because if two teams are like dominant like that, they'll simply say, all right, maybe we need to remove this from the Olympics. So it's real important that some of the other teams kind of invest, and some other teams have done well, but it seems like forever every Olympiad they're competing for the bronze. And it's always Team USA and Canada for the gold and silver.
Well, I mean, it is what it is.
Yep. Canada has won 4 of the 6 gold medals given out in this sport. Team USA won the other 2. This gold medal match will be played late tomorrow night. So you can actually watch it live Wednesday night at 11:10 p.m., which is after my bedtime. So you can watch it live, or you can wake up the next morning and watch it. By the way, Canada is the favorite in the match. In the preliminaries, Canada had a 4-2 win over the American ladies. Now, you can add a bronze medal to the U.S. medal count men's team pursuit. That's speed skating, where it's 3 of them, and they all draft each other, and they're going around the track on these like wicked long blades that could really hurt you if you wipe out. They finished 3rd place behind Norway and the Russian Olympic Committee. So bronze for the U.S. men. Not getting a medal, the U.S. men's 2-man bobsledders. This is what I was watching last night, and it concluded a little later today, our time. One of our 2 teams finished in 13th place, the other in 27th place. Germany swept the 3 medals, because you can have multiple teams per country, and so all of the 3 German teams took gold, silver, and bronze. And in case you were wondering, your Jamaican bobsled team finished in 30th place.
Oh, my God. How many teams?
30 teams.
Oh, God.
We got an echo from you, Jimmy. I don't know what happened lately, but
Echo.
Yeah.
Monday Lounge.
Ooh.
Oh yeah,
He's
Jimmy,
bringing it back.
If you don't fix a Monday Lounge, the echo, we're going to do a Monday Lounge.
Yeah, on a Tuesday.
On a
Tuesday. Aw.
Do not.
No, you got an echo.
Oh man, wait, just let this run.
Let it run.
We might have a Jim Colbert storm.
Do not do it.
Oh, he's losing it.
I think that's on your end, guys.
Yeah, I like your logic. I mean, look what she was wearing.
It was on your end, wasn't it?
Well, it's your YouTube is not, your Zoom is not muted.
No.
Yeah, I'll fix it for you. I'll mute it for you. I don't. We don't have time to get Tori to do it for you.
She's at work.
There it is. There we go.
Okay, here we go. All right, so in curling, I got my curling shirt on. Go USA!
Hey,
Word.
sweep.
The most Bradshaw shirt I think that's out there.
Ever.
Is that the only one?
I have two. No, yeah, I have another one.
I mean,
That's in
like,
the
who
wash.
makes that? I mean, that's the dopest shirt ever. I mean, who wouldn't want that? Are you kidding? That's the coolest Olympic shirt there is. It's too big, though.
I agree.
No, yeah, large is too big. Yeah, I'm down to a medium.
No, the logo's too big.
Oh, damn you. All right. So, anyway,
All right.
thanks to FedEx Johnny sending me the shirt. I've been doing a lot of laundry so I can continue to wear it. You got to get it in while you can, and there's only a few days left. But in curling, Team USA beat Switzerland. Now, that was late last night, early this morning. That was round robin. And then the women's team lost to Switzerland. Now, the men played and got crushed by Italy, and the women will face Canada next. So that continues on. They're not in the medal stages yet. But speaking of medals, the medal count, Norway leads the way for all games, and Team USA is in the top 4 with 17 medals total, 7 of them gold. And finally, tonight on TV, if you're watching primetime coverage of the Olympics, coverage of the controversial women's short program in figure skating, the men's, which is totally whack, the men's slope style final in free skiing, which is crazy, the aerobatics that you're watching, and the third run of the men's bobsled event, they're going to be showing that again as well, and some men's alpine skiing, and that is your Olympic update.
You know, you would think that going down a track in a sled, that there wouldn't be a whole lot of talent to that. Gravity does a lot of the work, but boy, it goes to show you that there has to be a certain technique to be good at that, because that team not having, it's kind of a comical thing not having it and then finishing 30th. I mean, you think you could just get lucky and finish 25th.
You have the strength of the launch, right?
Right.
They were in there, and then how fast you transfer into the sled. Your backman's the brake man, but when they are going down, you can't hit any walls. Every time you bump a wall, it's going to slow you down just a little bit. And some of them, I was watching, like the second team for Team USA, they were doing like these full slides on the turns.
Oh, drifting on the ice?
Yeah,
What?
you don't want that because it's just slowing you. It's slowing you down. It's slowing you down, Deb.
Sorry.
I'm with Deb, though. I think it's cooler.
Hey, but
There should
I'm
be
telling
style points in that, by the way.
Visually, it looked pretty damn cool.
Come on now.
But they were eating time that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just a
Still
good old boys around the corner there at the Olympics. There's nothing wrong with it.
And I think
Little
they
Dukes of
all,
Hazzard's fine.
the equalizer is they all have to use the same like sled. I don't know if it's the same manufacturer or
Same
what.
setup, for sure.
Same setup. So,
Just like with NASCAR.
Yeah, that's they want that equalizer
Uniformity.
for countries with less funding.
Cool. All right, let's get to break and get back here with What'd You Do That's New. You're listening to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price.
We're still looking at stop-and-go traffic heading west on I-4 between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road. We're seeing accident delays in Polk County westbound. Right near State Road 559, the left lane is blocked and delays extend back to 27. Eastbound travel is also stop-and-go between County Road 557 to 429 and also between Osceola Parkway and 536. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Amtrak. Bring your little ones along for the adventure aboard Amtrak. Start exploring brand new places or visit familiar ones. Book early and save 50% on fares for kids ages 2 through 12. With no middle seats and a generous baggage policy, you can travel with ease. Book now at Amtrak.com.
Real Radio wants to provide you with the assist on your holiday bills by putting $1,000 in your hand. We're talking about $1,000 12 times a day.
However, this time we're going to do it a little differently.
You still listen for the keyword to win $1,000 weekdays from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. However, now you take that keyword and enter it on our website, realradio.fm. Whether you do that on your phone or computer, we don't care. What we do care about is that you answer your phone from a number that you will most likely not recognize when they call back the winner. Because that's how you get $1,000 in your hand. This contest sponsored locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air in business since 1992 here in Central Florida. That's over 29 years. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealers. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Preventive maintenance on all brands, and that saves you money and can detect upcoming breakdowns. Go to millsair.com.
At ViStar Credit Union, you inspire us to deliver on our promise to provide members a better way to bank and to help make our communities stronger. That's why we offer more banking options like better rates and no hidden fees. We also give back, donating several $1 million to hundreds of nonprofits each year. ViStar Credit Union. Do good. Bank better. Visit vistarcu.org/join. Insured by NCUA.
Ugh, without sports, there are no excuses. That honey-do list is looking me right in the face.
I know what you mean. I couldn't go another weekend without putting up the fence for the kids to get outside. I've got 2 words for you. Fence Outlet.
At Fence Outlet, we know the DIY struggle is real, and that's why we created Fence in a Box. Wood, vinyl, or aluminum fencing. In stock or ready to pick up or deliver. Order now. Have your yard, kids, and pets protected this weekend. Visit fenceoutlet.com.
Do you need your contractor's license? In 4 short weekends with Camtech School of Construction, you'll be ready to ace the state exam. Get legal, get licensed, get Camtech. Join us for a free info seminar this Thursday night at 7 p.m. Holiday Inn Universal, camtechschool.com.
Experience Celtic Women's Marad Nesbitt, Saturday, February 19th at the Mount Dora Community Building as part of the Mount Dora Scottish Highland Festival, sponsored by Visit Lake. Seating is limited. Get your tickets now at mountdorascott.com. That's mountdorascott.com.
Mortgage rates are back down to record lows, but it won't last long. Don't miss the boat. Get a free quote by going to homeloansradio.com and working with that mortgage guy, Don. Trust me, you won't forget it or regret it. Go to homeloansradio.com.
Welcome to IKEA. What are you doing?
Hi, I'm juggling a lot these days, so I've decided to embrace it and actually learn juggling. Whoa.
Our IKEA Better Balance Trail might help. Whoa. IKEA family members can follow the trail for a chance to enter to win great prizes. And check out offers like when you spend $250 or more pre-tax, you can save $25 on eligible items when you scan your IKEA family card.
Cool.
Find out more at your local IKEA or IKEA-USA.com/The Better Balance Trail. Offer valid 2/18 to 2/21 in the U.S. Discount applied proportionally across items purchased as shown on receipt. See store and IKEA-USA.com/offers for complete terms and restrictions.
Don't miss the Hyatt Regency Orlando Housekeeping and Culinary Job Fair. Thursday, February 17th from 3 to 6 p.m. at 9801 International Drive. Competitive wages from $17 to $20 an hour. Enjoy benefits after only 30 days. 12 free hotel nights each year. And growth opportunities and a $500 hiring bonus. Meet the team at the Hyatt Regency Orlando Job Fair. Thursday, February 17th from 3 to 6 p.m. at the Hyatt Regency Orlando. Visit careers.hyatt.com. Hyatt Regency, where we care for you so you can be your best.
The military community is no stranger to the saying, prepare for the worst and hope for the best. But that's easier said than done, right? That's where USAA can help. Between juggling extracurriculars, finding time for grocery runs, and the hoops of every day, it can be hard to think beyond this weekend, let alone figure out life insurance. That's why USAA Life Insurance Company has made getting a quote quick and easy. USAA has your back with budget-friendly coverage options so you can keep on keeping on while they help protect the ones that matter most to you. USAA, what you're made of, we're made for. Visit USAA.com/life to get started. Life insurance and annuities provided by USAA Life Insurance Company. San Antonio, Texas. All insurance products are subject to state availability, issue limitations, and contractual terms and conditions.
Let's talk about your mortgage. Is it possible you're paying too much? If you're not sure, it's time to make the 10-minute call to American Financing, Florida's home for home loans. Hey, it's Angel, and I like American Financing because their process starts with a free mortgage review. So there's no pressure, no obligation, no upfront or hidden fees. Just a simple conversation around ways that you can save up to $1,000 a month. That's right, a month. Maybe it's a lower rate, shorter term, or paying off high-interest debt. The salary-based mortgage consultants will look at all of the options and more, helping you decide if a refinance is right for you. If you start soon, you'll be able to skip 2 mortgage payments, creating greater upfront savings. So what are you waiting for? Pre-qualify for free by calling 407-686-1550. That's 407-686-1550. Or visit AmericanFinancing.net. NMLS 182334, NMLSConsumerAccess.org.
Wake up, grab your keys, stop at McDonald's drive-thru for breakfast. Morning people know the deal. Right now, you can bundle a sizzling sausage biscuit or savory sausage McMuffin with warm toasty hash browns for just $2.29. Start your mornings off right with $2.29 breakfast bundles at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
McDonald's fries are so crispy and golden on the outside, yet so fluffy and warm on the inside, the only question is what to pair them with. A classic McDouble topped with a single slice of melty American cheese, or maybe a crispy McChicken served on a perfectly toasted bun. Every day, you can drive through and choose one to bundle with small fries for just $3.39. Whether you eat them first or save them for later, fries always come in a McDonald's bundle for $3.39. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Any legal issue, Kramer Law, onefirmforlife.com. Offices Altamont Springs.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind studio. Your accident, your future, your attorney. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or call pound 546 from your cell. You're listening to WTJS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Thanks. 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 Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
This is the Jim Colbert Show. Also available on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Just search The Jim Colbert Show.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. What the frequency, Kenneth? Wow, what an ominous history this song has, huh? You know the story behind that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Was it Ted? Was it who was it? Who got Dan Rather?
Yeah, Dan Rather got beat up, mugged, and he was being hit, and someone was yelling, "What's the frequency, Kenneth?"
Right. How crazy. All right, 407-916-1041. Your 4 o'clock keyword is thanks, THANKS. Just go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at that $1,000. And guys, I just went to Jim Colbert Live during this break to watch that bird video again. So that is amazing, by the way. I mean, if you haven't seen it yet, JimColbertLive.com, and Evil Eye, who listens to our show all the time and texts us quite often, sent over what could be the answer to that. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but until then, check out this video, JimColbertLive.com. That video of those birds falling out of the sky is genuinely amazing. Check it out now for sure. Also, let's go ahead and do what you do that's new.
What you do that's new. What you do that's new. Hey, hey. We're the only news of the new to do. We're relying on you. Tell us something new brought to you by Clausman Law.
That's right. What you do that's new brought to your buddy Glenn Clausman. Clausman Law. You hear him on Thursdays for Colbert Court. 407-917-1718. Car crash, call Clausman. That's KLAUSMAN law.com. What you do that's new every Tuesday. A couple of guys on the show here. We all choose something for the other members to watch, read, or listen to. We come back the next week, review it, and then move forward. This week is Deborah's choice. Jack is on deck. Deb, tell us what you chose, and let's bat it around.
All right, well, I chose a short YouTube video. It's about 6 minutes and 36 seconds long. It's called the Biphasic Sleep Schedule, and this came about because doing show prep for the show, I came across this article of this man who is writing a book about things that happen at night, and through going through legal arguments and ancient legal arguments and documents and just notes people made of their lives, he discovered that pre-industrial revolution, we used to sleep biphasic. We used to sleep in 2 4-hour segments with a 1 to 3 hour break in between those segments to do things like tend to animals, make love, gossip, whatever.
Hell yeah.
And so because
He's
sleep,
big on gossip.
Because sleep is, now we're understanding just how critical sleep is to overall health. And there's so many people who deal with bad sleep. I thought it'd be interesting to go back to how we used to do it and see if for some folks it wouldn't help to do it that way again.
Well, I will tell you, the part I took about it that's kind of amazing is what caused all that. It's like one little invention changed the entire sleep rhythm of generations of human beings.
200 years.
Who never did it that way.
Yeah.
And to find out, Ross, when you watched it, the light bulb, the simple light bulb is what changed the sleeping patterns of human beings.
That and a job, where we had to wake up and be somewhere, and alarm clocks.
Because you would usually, nighttime was when you wanted to be inside because it was unsafe. That's when all the scallywags, as they say, and all the bad people came out to do their bad stuff. So most people didn't want to really be out. So there was no idea of like going out or spending the night out. That didn't exist. For one thing, there was no way to light it. So it was really dangerous. When the light bulb came around, people started using nighttime for social time rather than the middle of the day or early in the evenings or whatever. They started doing that at night, and it changed the way people slept forever. This was an amazing video, by the way. And I find myself occasionally, not very often, occasionally doing this sleep pattern. I don't know if you guys do. Ross, I know that you have a pretty solid sleep pattern. Jack, I know that you go to bed at a certain time, wake up, but I will find if I go to bed a little earlier than I'm supposed to, like if I'm in bed by 8:30 or 9 and asleep,
you'll wake up at midnight.
I'll sit up at 12, 1 o'clock in the morning and be restless. And I'll find that if I just go, I've told this before, just go walk around, hop online and read something, whatever the case may be, that you get naturally tired after about an hour and a half and you go right back to sleep. And it really doesn't bother your normal daily run. It's actually very refreshing.
Yeah, they had done an experiment, you'll see in the video, where they had taken 7 men and forced them to experience 14 hours of darkness every day and found that after over a month, they just naturally settled into this biphasic sleep schedule. They would go to bed, sleep for about 4 hours, wake up, do something for 1 to 3, and then go back and sleep for another 4. So there's some thought of, is this supposed to be our natural pattern of sleep instead of trying to shove all 8 into one solid block at night?
Isn't there a room? Do you guys remember any of this, like that writers do this a lot? They will write in the morning, and then they'll sleep, and they wake up and they write again after that. They have these really weird sleeping patterns. They wake up in the middle of the night, and they'll write for 3 or 4 hours. I don't know who I remember. I know there are a number of very noted writers that talked about that.
And they would have the profession that would allow that kind of schedule without it necessarily interrupting with what they did for a living. Whereas your third shift worker, or we've had a police officer text us and say, oh, you think that's bad? 6 months you're on days, 6 months you're on nights. Try having a normal sleep schedule with that. So this biphasic sleep schedule, if you struggle with sleep, it might be worth looking into because at least you're getting your 8 hours, even if you're not getting it in one fell swoop.
What'd you guys think?
I know I'm not sleeping like that anytime soon. I have no... for them to find out that, like, that experiment, when they brought up that experiment, I thought, like, I'm happy I'm not part of that bad boy, because that sounds terrifying. Just getting locked up and being like, all right, there's no more lights for 14 hours.
Yeah.
We're also going to watch you sleep.
Yeah.
Little spooky.
Yeah.
It
made me turn me on a little bit.
Here's the thing is that, like, it really will boil down to how productive are you going to be in that hour and a half to 2 hours? Because if you're not going to be productive, if you spend any of that time trying to go to bed, because like you said, all you have to do is walk around, read something, and then you get tired again. It sounds like, also throwing this little theory out, is that you're probably going back to sleep because you didn't sleep a lot.
Well, I don't know why. I can't say that's not true. I just know that the few times I've done it, I found that, and one happened not even 3 weeks ago, that I found that if I just kind of spent instead of just laying there trying to go back to sleep, get up and do something, that you get tired again.
Which is the thing they say is the worst to do with insomnia, is lay there and try to go back to sleep.
Yeah, no, the video was crap, and you guys are all weak.
It's a hot take. That's good. Feed me.
You have to focus on your breathing. When you wake up, you don't get up, you don't read, you don't look at a that blue light from your computer screen.
Now, is this what you learned as a Sherpa?
No. I came across this little trick back, back in the war days.
Okay, I'll listen.
And it works like a charm. I used it today, as a matter of fact.
Did you now?
When you just focus on your breathing, you don't let your mind wander. You got to be a strong mind.
Okay.
And you focus on your breathing. That's why I would recommend meditation, especially for you, Hotshot.
Ross, listen to this guy. He knows what he's talking about. He's old.
Yeah, no, he's not talking about me.
Oh, he's not? Who's he talking about? That's offensive.
You need to focus on your breathing, and that's it. Exhale, inhale, nothing else, and you will fall back asleep. Don't get up. Don't simulate your mind. Don't walk around. Just stay in bed till it's time to get up. Get up, put your pants on, and get to work, damn it.
Don't mow the lawn.
Yeah, don't mow the lawn. And that's it.
And
the video was a little too jokey for me.
I've been getting the best sleep these last this last week. I think the biggest difference, I know you're not gonna want to hear this one, guys, but I think the biggest difference when it comes to my sleep schedule is because I started running. The days that I run, I have more energy during the day, and I'm going to sleep quite easy.
I love this new Lindsay Lohan look at life you're doing. I do. I really do. I love the fact that ad had that big an effect on you. You've hired yourself a homeless trainer, and you are now you're an Olympian, man. You are killing it. I love this about you, by the way.
Yeah, no. What I'm trying to say is that sleep is very important. Those are the things that have gotten me back to sleep, killing it on a solid schedule. This would be wild to try and I'm speaking out of pure ignorance here because I've never slept for 4 hours, woke up,
and then did something and went back. I bet if you ask some of the people who listen to the show who are laborers that they don't have any issues going to sleep, and that would support your argument. The fact that you're just simply tired will put you to sleep. But what she's saying is, and what the video says, it's interesting, by the way, you can check it out. The interesting part to me is the last 90 seconds of it was a cell, which I thought was kind of funny. But in the same sense,
right.
when you watch the video, it really does, it makes a really interesting, now I don't think I could do it. I don't know that you can put that ketchup back in the bottle, but to see how your patterns change just because of a light bulb and the entire culture changed, I thought it was very interesting. Good job, Deb. Great choice. Let's take a Jack?
And if people want to see it, JimColbertLive.com. We actually have it posted on our website, so it's only a 6-minute video. Only watch the first 5. As Jim mentioned, the back end is crap. And then you can see it there and decide for yourself.
All right, well, let's find out what terrible video you're going to offer next, Jack. We'll do that right after this.
Woo, can't wait.
What you do that's new, brought to you by Glenn Klossman, KLSNANLAW.com. Proudly sponsored since day one by Glenn Klossman, KlossmanLaw.com.
From the Klossman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call KlossmanLaw.com.
A stop-and-go ride continues westbound on I-4 between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road. It's also slow in the eastbound direction now between Osceola Parkway and State Road 536, between Conroy Road and OBT, and also between Princeton Street and Lee Road. No reported issues on the 408. The Beach Line's still looking good, as well as 417 and the Turnpike. See traffic problems? Call the Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Audible. Make this the winter of you with Audible. Listen to the best of what you love, from comedy to wellness to the latest bestsellers. Find it all at Audible, with audiobooks, exclusive originals, and popular podcasts. Start listening free when you sign up at audible.com.
Man, do you know why you see so much camera footage of crimes? I thought the camera was supposed to deter the crime to begin with. Well, that's why, and they weren't Safe Touch cameras. Safe Touch cameras are event-driven cameras. They're watching for events before they actually take place. You don't want to see somebody breaking into your car. You want to see them before it happens. And that's what Safe Touch cameras do. They alert you video text or video notification beforehand, giving you time to react to the situation. And Safe Touch cameras have 24/7 video storage in the cloud, the safest and most secure way to store important events that only you, the Safe Touch customer, can control. You decide who sees it and receives it. And here's the best news yet. You can actually get the Safe Touch surveillance system, 3-color cameras, 24-hour recording, secure storage for as little as $39.95 per month, and that includes includes 24/7 service, cloud storage, and camera warranty. Camera installation is an additional charge, and this system will work with any security system or no security system at all. And if you bundle up the SafeTouch 2-way communicator package, you get additional savings as well. Just call now, 888-723-8682, or visit safetouch.com for that free survey and demo. That's safetouch.com. SafeTouch, doing what others can for over 37 years. State license EF233.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by The Original Mattress Factory.
Do you need your contractor's license? In 4 short weekends with Camtech School of Construction, you'll be ready to ace the state exam. Get legal, get licensed, get Camtech. Join us for a free info seminar this Thursday night at 7 p.m. Holiday Inn Universal. 1-800-875-PASS.
Tobacco-Free Florida knows how hard it is to quit nicotine, which is why we offer different quit options to choose from for free, like 24/7 quit coaches available over the phone, and free 2-week starter kits of quit aids. We're even experimenting with 80s pop music.
I'm giving you up, giving you up, giving I'm letting you go, I'm letting you never come back to smoke, never come back to smoke, I'll never come back, I'm giving you up.
Or maybe we'll just stick to the ways we know work. Visit tobaccofreeflorida.com or call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW for free nicotine patches.
If you've been involved in a car accident, call me, Mark Anajar, at the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733, and take back control of your life.
Office in Orlando.
If you're making big decisions like refinancing or buying your first home, maybe doing some debt consolidation, go to homeloansradio.com. Work with that mortgage guy, Don, and then listen to the Home Loans Radio Show every Saturday morning on Real Radio 104.1.
Tax problems can be extremely stressful and cause financial devastation. The tax attorneys at J. David Tax Law are right here in Orlando to be your personal advocate and resolve your IRS or state sales tax issues. J. David Tax Law focuses on your needs and case outcomes. Don't be fooled by out-of-town tax companies that focus only on signing you up without even working with an attorney. At J. David Tax Law, only highly experienced tax attorneys will represent you. If you have federal or state sales tax debt, payroll taxes, bank levies, wage garnishments, tax liens, or unfiled returns, have a face-to-face with J. David Tax Law and get the help you need. Never trust your tax situation to anyone you can't walk in and look in the eye. Call J. David Tax Law for a no-cost consultation at 407-603-3962. That's 407-603-3962. Or go to jdavidtaxlaw.com. Peace of mind is only a click or a phone call away.
This is Robert Palmer, president of RP Funding. With home values at an all-time high, it's a great time to turn your home equity into cash and get a closing cost credit from RP Funding. Call 855-773-8634.
Terms and conditions apply. We must 7168 Equal Housing.
Finding the right person for the job isn't easy. Just ask someone who hired their personal trainer as a caterer.
All right, folks, let's keep this line moving. You there with the tongs. Picking up one Duchess potato at a time will not cut it at my catering table. Drop and give me 50.
But if you've got an insurance question, you can always count on your local Geico agent. They can bundle your policies, which could save you hundreds.
Okay, this is what we call the wild mushroom and asparagus dip, and press. Come on, let's get those plates above your heads.
For expert help with all your insurance needs, visit geico.com/local today.
Why do you choose Farah and Farah? First, we have the financial resources to take on any insurance company, and our track record proves that we know how to win. Our attorneys and staff are a team, and we've worked together for decades. To us, our job is much more than just a paycheck. We love to help. And this is important. We never forget. It's not about us. It's all about you. Farah and Farah, Orlando.
Hey, this is John Hope Bryant, entrepreneur and fellow builder, just like you. Thanks to the help of iHeartRadio and Prudential Financial, I'd like to present to you my brand new podcast, Building the Good Life, where each week a special friend and I will break down and unveil the mysteries of how you build. So if you're ready to build like you've never thought you could before, the best version of you, make sure to listen every Friday on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcast.
Thinking about divorce? Kramer Law. OneFirmForLife.com. Office is Altamont Springs.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio.
All right, guys, your 4 o'clock keyword is thanks, THANKS. Just go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. We want to end the week up strong. It'd be nice to end up this thing with a nice couple wins this week. We have, as a station, it has destroyed. I mean, the Monsters have had yet another great run. News Junkie, our show, just a great run all the entire run of this contest.
Yep, one of our best by far, and 2 more would be nice. Let's get a nice 25.
That'd be nice for sure.
Yeah.
All right, welcome back. I am Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well. Again, if you haven't checked out our blog today, some really cool stuff up there. The suitcase chase is now making national news. It's now breaking nationally, so if you want to see that before everybody else does, the video footage right now, courtesy of Channel 6 here locally at JimColbertLive.com. You can see the entire thing. It's pretty funny. The headline is as good as it gets. Cops on bike chase drunk woman on motorized suitcase.
Let's go.
You don't need to really add anything to that. It's just amazing as it is.
Shout out to Samsonite.
For real. Because, I mean, I want one of these suitcases. I mean, it's a good commercial for it because it looks fun.
He even talks about how fast it is.
Yeah, no joke. I mean, he tries to be as diplomatic as he possibly can and then finally loses it. So it's actually a pretty good training video as well. All right, Jack, we were finishing up What'd You Do That's New. We had Deb's Choice. We went over that. Very interesting. You can actually see that at JimColbertLive.com as well.
You can watch it there.
What did you pick, friend?
Well, this is a video, Jimmy. I will first set your mind at ease. It is not long. It is less than 15 minutes long, but it is twice the size of the video we had to watch today for Deb's pick. However, it goes back to yesterday, something we were discussing, and really there was a little, I would say, disrespect in the air, or maybe disbelief at one of the claims I was making, and some supporters we found at the Real Mobile texting service, and it was about Super Bowl halftime shows.
I knew this was
where
coming.
You didn't know anything.
Jesus Christ. It is amazing. It is genuinely amazing how predictable you are.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Well, guess what? After my 7.5 hours of sleep straight through, minus 3 pee breaks, I woke up thinking about, I know what I'm going to assign today. So right, I woke up today.
I know what I'm going to bludgeon Jim with.
And it's Bruce Springsteen's Super Bowl performance from the 2009 Super Bowl, 14 minutes long, and you're welcome. That's all I got to say.
God, you are, man.
Oh,
man.
Why do you like Bruce so much?
It talks to his soul.
Yeah, he,
Jersey,
great songwriter. The energy, he connects with his audience at a level, and he's never forgotten that. I mean, talk about one of the richest men in show business, can still, understand the plight of the working man, and he really occupies.
And still gets viewed that way. I think that's the amazing thing, Jack. I couldn't agree with you more there.
Yeah.
This guy's worth $500 million, and steel workers feel like they can walk up to this dude and talk about their ham sandwich that day, and they can. That's the crazy thing.
And he writes about that experience that lives in between the American dream and American reality.
This guy was, by the way, on the verge of being out of a record deal.
Yeah.
I mean, you read this guy's story about how many times this guy ran up against the edge and was just about to be dropped by his label because what he wasn't writing wasn't good enough for the label or whatever. I mean, he really does have a pretty amazing story. And again, like it's a Billy Joel thing. There are a number of songs I like of his, but I'm not a crazy fan, but he is an amazing talent, and his story of success is great.
Yeah. And we'll talk about it next week but it was the Super Bowl that was in Tampa. Back in 2009, and they did the halftime show, and by the end of the game, he was sitting around a fire pit at his home in New Jersey.
Right.
Yeah. He got on the plane right after halftime, and
boom, there you
home.
go. All right, 407-916-1041. Good choice. All right, you'll put that up at JimColbertLive.com as well. So if you want to check that out, we'll talk about it next week, and then we'll find out what Ross has to offer for that bit. Thanks again, Glenn Klausman. We appreciate that very much. Yesterday, we did get a chance to get to this. A couple entertainment things we can talk about until we get to the top of the hour. I got to tell you this bartending story. You're going to love it. I bet there are people out there that have an experience similar to this at their job, but I cannot wait to hear the stories. But Ivan Reitman died. And, in my generation, I'm a Gen Xer, 54 years old. In my generation, the movies that Ivan Reitman made defined a certain generation of filmmaking. He made Animal House. He made Ghostbusters. He made
Kindergarten Cop.
Kindergarten Cop. Big part of the Second City thing. Meatballs, Stripes. These are all Bill Murray vehicles that basically made this guy a legend before 1990 even happened. But man, what a crazy loss! I mean, this guy.
You mentioned
75 years old.
Ghostbusters?
Huh?
Did you mention Ghostbusters?
Yeah, Ghostbusters was the very first thing. That's
Yeah.
that's really what I think he's known for more than anything is Ghostbusters because it was such a gigantic film.
And Animal House.
Yeah, Animal House for sure because that was a groundbreaking thing. I never was a Belushi guy, so I never really understood the draw of Animal House. I didn't think that kind of funny was funny. But the Ghostbusters thing was very funny. Stripes was a really funny movie.
Howard Stern movie Private Parts.
Wow.
Yeah, Private Parts.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, Space Jam. Oh, he was a producer on Space Jam.
But he, again, just that vision and the story behind Ghostbusters, I believe that's one of the movies that's part of that Netflix show that you turned me on to, Ross.
Yeah, movies that made us.
Yeah, movies that made us. I believe Ghostbusters is in that mix. And again, some of the stories they tell about making the movie and wrangling Bill Murray and doing all those things and dealing with eccentric nature of some of the actors and situations. It's a fascinating story. It's crazy when these guys die because when you look at them, you're like, wow, and we haven't seen Jack Nicholson in what, a year and a half, 2 years.
I've read that he has, from what I've read, is it dementia?
Yeah, that's what I heard as well. That he's just basically just gone. It's just a matter of time, I guess. But yeah, man, it's Ivan Reitman, a very interesting guy. And of course, his son is now a director as well. And his son actually directed
Ghostbusters
Afterlife, right? Jason Reitman.
Yeah.
So he's a filmmaker as well, and I'm sure his legacy will live on. But boy, this guy had an all-time run, bro.
Oh, he did Heavy Metal too.
The anime?
Yes.
Hell yeah. Yo, that movie is great.
He produced a lot.
I didn't see the new Ghostbusters film. I really wanted to. I heard it's just like nostalgia porn.
Yeah, I tried to watch it, buddy, and I just couldn't get into it because, and the thing for me is this: when they try to do the remakes, I give all of them a good chance. From the Halloween movies, all of them, I really do try. But the problem is the first one was so freaking good that you're really gonna have to do something unbelievably mesmerizing to keep my attention because that second one was not good at all. I didn't see the female version of it.
I heard that one was terrible.
It didn't track very well. And this one I heard was okay, and it didn't really hit me that much.
It's funny. I heard really good things about the most recent one, the Afterlife one.
Yeah, that's the one I heard good things.
It just didn't hit me like that, man. It just for some reason the story just wasn't captivating for me. I don't know why.
I think the problem is that you thought it was a remake.
Yeah, maybe so. I don't know. I didn't think it was actually a remake, buddy, but I thought they were kind of following that same realm. But it just didn't. For some reason, it just didn't grab me.
Paul Rudd is the lead. You got that Stranger Things kid in there.
Yeah.
Finn or whatever his name is.
Yeah. I wanted to see it.
Well, you can check it out. I think.
And you didn't like the second one, the second Ghostbusters?
No, with the plasma river and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, that was good.
Yeah, you like that one? No, I did not.
Do.
That was not my thing. No. The first one was so good.
But the Statue of Liberty,
And then they play that song.
Oh, what did they say? She's a longshore chick or something, and they walk her through, and she cracks the crust over the. No, you didn't see that part?
No, I don't remember it for so long. I mean, I watched another movie the other night, and I didn't remember half of it. Tori actually said, "Are you sure we've seen this? You've seen this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's called VHS."
Oh yeah.
Horror movie. It's a vignette, like 4 vignettes of horror. It's because of the way they set it up, or it was like a found videotape kind of thing. It's really good. I mean, as far as low budget horror movies. But man, I haven't. Did you see Stripes, Ross?
I have, but in bits and pieces. I think it was just like on cable television.
I loved Stripes. I thought that was a great movie. But so when you look at Ivan Reitman's IMDb, near the top is Stripes, the TV series that was announced. So I don't know what his passing means, whether that still is green lit. But I guess they were doing a series. Stripes.
When Stripes was released, Ross, sometimes movies will have these little hooks in them, and people will just kind of use that hook in real life. And that movie had like 3 or 4.
Oh yeah.
The
What's
Spatula.
the fact, Jack?
Yep.
What was the other one?
Spatula.
Spatula, right?
I never saw it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's great.
Call me Psycho and I'll kill you. Call me Psycho or call me Francis and I'll kill you. Yeah.
Call me Francis and I'll kill you. Lighten
All
up,
right.
Francis.
And also, I mean,
Sergeant Hulka.
Yeah, there's so many. I mean, John Candy's performance is brilliant, man.
Yeah, John Larroquette was Colonel Flagg in that. Yeah.
Super.
Have that removed. He trips on the sprinkler. He points back to his subordinate. Have that removed.
You also, I mean, this is the second loss out of that crew of, writers, directors. Also, Harold Ramis passed away not that long ago. So, I mean,
also
that's,
in Stripes.
It's that whole crew is going through a lot of tragedies recently.
And the weird thing is, I think on that set of Ghostbusters is when Harold Ramis and Bill Murray stopped talking. And I remember, I think it was an interview with Bill Murray regarding his relationship with Harold. Like if they got into an argument, something, and didn't get it settled, and Bill didn't talk to him for years. I think they finally get to speak before he passed, but it wasn't like in person. But that was I remember that being a thing because I mean, Harold Ramis was one of those guys, like that whole Second City crew with Eugene Levy and Aykroyd and Rick Moranis and all those guys. They were all unbelievably respected comedians. Like all those movies you see with Catherine
O'Hara.
Catherine O'Hara.
Oh, yeah.
And, all the guys.
Kevin.
All those people are just so well respected as nice people who are extremely talented. Eugene Levy out of that crew is still a monster to this day. I mean, that Schitt's Creek show is like bananas big, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it picked up a bunch of awards.
Is it funny?
It's
hilarious.
I haven't seen it. I watched the first 5 minutes of an episode. I'm like, I got to go do something.
Yeah, that's because they were still rich, and rich people at that level piss me off, too.
Oh, yeah. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's just whining about everything because they usually just buy their way through life. It's like, shut the hell up and get a job.
They just bought an old resort or something, and that's the whole story of them running the resort?
Well, having to basically become like people again, right? Because they're coddled.
Oh, yeah.
But
those
it's
worst kind of people. I hate them.
It's Eugene and his son is in it as well. I mean, and
Dan.
and with Catherine, I mean, it's creme de la
I have
creme.
to check it out, man. I hear a lot of people talking about it, but I just, for some reason, I just, sitcoms, I just checked out a sitcom so long ago. I just don't even give them a try anymore. That Modern Family thing, even
Why?
that was burning white hot.
You're so
Never saw one
lighthearted and
never
funny,
saw one
Jimmy.
episode of it.
Oh, Modern Family is so good.
Oh.
It is so good.
And it has Al Bundy in it, and I was a gigantic Married with Children fan, and still couldn't make the transition to watch the show.
Oh, it is so good.
One of my favorite episodes was when Sofia Vergara got glasses, and he did something, and they could really see each other for the first time and hear each other, and decided for the sake of their marriage, she couldn't go back to really seeing what he looked like, and he really couldn't listen to her anymore.
That's pretty funny. Somebody was something about the movie Spies Like Us, which I think is one of the more underrated comedies from that era, with Chevy Chase and Aykroyd in that movie. It's pretty good. As adopted Russians or adopted American spies, but it was all a ruse. Did you see it, Jack?
I've only seen parts of that, like when it was on HBO one Saturday afternoon.
Yeah,
I had something to do.
Chevy Chase had a run there with the Fletch movies, both of them very good. The first one of the most quotable movies in cinema history, in my opinion. Did you ever see Fletch, Ross?
No.
I gotta say, though, I just saw an interview with Chevy Chase on CBS Sunday Morning.
Oh, he's a raging a-hole.
Wait. How'd he come across, Deb?
Total dick.
Still,
the guy's supposed to be one of the worst.
I mean,
he can't shake that.
Because even when he was trying to be self-deprecating, he was still condescending to the person interviewing him. And I thought, and you're in your 60s and you're this miserable? I can't imagine what you were like to work with coked up on the set of Caddyshack, or even worse, at Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Because he talked about every photo he ever took with Jim Belushi, there's Jim Belushi giving him the finger.
Yeah.
Because Chevy Chase was like
intolerable.
Yeah, because he said, I really thought I was the funniest person on the set.
He did.
Well, he left.
After one season, he wanted more money. He left, and so he left, and then they hired Bill Murray.
Yeah.
It's weird. I hear all these horrible stories about this guy. I mean,
He's
even during the roast, people are calling him out during the roast. But we have somebody in our audience that I know that knows him. And they say that when you get around him, he's like a wonderful cat. But I was like, this guy is not good about handling his reputation in. Because you're the only person I've ever heard say anything positive about that guy.
He's got to spread that rumor.
Yeah, right, exactly.
And on the flip side, you have Bill Murray who will come to your wedding, if he's in town.
And Bill Murray, and again, Murray's supposed to be sometimes a little prickly and very hard to deal with, and directors will tell you that dealing with him is not the easiest thing ever. Like, I remember a few stories from the Groundhog Day set where he just took off, and a couple stories with his run-ins with Lucy Liu on the set of the first Charlie's Angel movie. That was pretty brutal. I mean, she said she'd never work with him again because apparently if he gets an attitude about you, he won't let it go. And he's a bit devilish about it.
Well, in the movies that made us, when they talk about Ghostbusters and when they bring up Bill Murray, it was Aykroyd calling Bill Murray going, hey, do you want to do this? And he goes, yeah, I'll be there. And then he basically ends the phone call like that. There's no paperwork. There's no...
He just shows up on set the first day. That's it.
Yeah.
They didn't even know he was showing up that day.
They're just banking on that he remembered.
Yeah, and it's like I heard he has like this 1-800 number, like an answering machine, and it's just you call that and you drop your movie idea, and if he's interested, someone gets back to you.
There's a very famous role that he missed, and I can't remember what it is. I'm sure it'd be easy to find.
The tape was full.
There's a famous, no, it's even worse, that he didn't check his messages for like a week. And on his messages for that week was this incredible role that he missed. But I don't think he has to worry about it. His portfolio is one of the best ever.
I mean, this is off of Vulture.com. He missed out on the role of Han Solo. What? That changes that entire movie.
Yeah. I'm having a hard time visualizing that one.
That would be a different swagger in that role for sure.
No swagger.
He lost the role in Animal House as the role of Boone. The Jerk. I don't know if he was supposed to be in the lead there.
Yeah, there's no way anybody could take that role from Steve Martin.
No.
There's just simply no way it could have been
Well,
handled
you say
anyway.
that after the fact, but when they're sitting around a table talking about who's going to play that role when it's only a written word on the paper.
Yeah, maybe Murray could do it. I mean, he would be one of the only other guys that could because he has that kind of erratic, kind of nature to his personality where you never know what's going to happen, and that's a Steve Martin thing.
Forrest Gump. Texter says Bill Murray missed out on Forrest Gump.
Maybe that's what it was.
Oh. Thank you, Real Mobile.
407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Also, we'll do some more entertainment news coming up here in 1 second. They've chosen new hosts for the Oscars, and I have to tell you, I think they did a really good job. I think them being put on the line here and having to come up with something in a hurry actually is going to be advantageous. We'll tell you who that is next and why I think it's awesome.
Real radio is Real Music Weekends. Real Music Weekends, this weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. We've got a breezy and warm end to the work week. Tonight down to 57, tomorrow's high 75. Wind will blow about 15 miles an hour out of the east. 81 on Thursday and 86 on Friday. Friday, there's a 20% chance for a couple of showers around. Otherwise, the only rain will be at the immediate coastline for the next couple of days with a few scattered sprinkles. Cooler, though, for the weekend with highs in the low 70s. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Wawa. Wawa's new Blackberry Cobbler handcrafted beverages are the perfect treat. Enjoy flavors of sweet, fruity blackberry and baked caramel in your Blackberry Cobbler cream smoothie, latte, or macchiato today. Gotta have a Wawa.
Look, man, when the big box stores wanted to get together with the bathroom remodeling company, they chose Rebath. Here's why. Their stellar reputation and the fact they've been in the residential bathroom remodeling business since 1991. 31 years of experience means something. They also chose Rebath because their franchises have the proper license, the proper insurance, they're dependable, standards of performance, and processes to ensure you get the job you pay for on time, every time, and they even background check their employees. So before you choose a company to remodel your bathroom, do what the big box stores did. Research that company, know who you're going to be dealing with, and get the best possible scenario. That's what Rebath in Mid-Florida offers you guys. Incredible products that you can actually see and put your hands on every day. Just go to 436 up in Altamont, right across from Kobe. That's where you'll find the showroom. Drop in. Those models mean nothing. That's just to show you what the products look like, because every bathroom from Rebath is a custom bathroom, and they do everything. Once you hire these guys, you're done. They provide the toilets, the tubs, the lighting, the tiles, the cabinetry. It's all right there from names that you've known forever. This is good stuff, guys. Not to mention and travertine and that beautiful marble and all those colors you love. Just hop by the store or hop online at rebathmidfla.com. Look at the before and afters, and then picture that bathroom in your house. They can do it for you guys. Hop on board there and book an appointment at rebathmidfla.com.
Orange County Animal Services needs your help. The shelter has more than 100 dogs available for adoption. If you have room in your home and heart for a dog, now is the time to adopt. Pick out a new best friend for $55 or less. Can't adopt but want to help? There are opportunities to volunteer and foster. Visit ocnetpets.com to find out more or visit the shelter in person at the location near the mall at Millennia.
A little to the left. Now to the right. Back to the left just a bit. Oh, that's good. Oh, wait. I think it was supposed to go on a different wall.
You're kidding!
Armstrong Air believes that comfort doesn't need to be complicated. We'll help keep you warm in the winter and cool in the summer. Visit ArmstrongAirInc.com and let Armstrong Air deliver the comfort you deserve. Mention this ad for a residential $79 precision AC tune-up. Turn to the experts today with Carrier and Armstrong Air.
You've tried avoiding the issue. You've waited to see if things magically got better. But the truth is, you have not addressed your erectile dysfunction. Fortunately, though, Peak Performance for Men has cutting-edge treatment that gets results. Peak Performance for Men is offering our best offer yet. Call today to book your free consultation and free blood flow evaluation. 1-800-210-8181. Peak Performance for Men helps over 80% of men who receive the treatment experience long-term improvement that is pain-free, drug-free, and surgery-free. If you call now and book, you will receive 6 free treatments with qualifying treatment protocol enrollment. Get off the harmful drugs. All it takes is one phone call for a free consultation, free blood flow evaluation, and 6 free treatments with qualifying treatment protocol enrollment. Schedule today. Call 1-800-210-8181. That's 1-800-210-8181. PeakPerformanceForMen.com. Call 1-800-210-8181. Peak Performance for Men.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Angel from the Monsters. Listen, if you have a lot of high-interest debt to pay each month, the cost can quickly add up and become overwhelming. But it doesn't have to be this way. With a quick call to American Financing, you can learn about options to get out of debt with help from your mortgage. You'll get a much lower interest rate. You'll only have one manageable monthly payment to focus on. It's a helpful solution that can mean up to $1,000 in monthly savings and tens of thousands long-term. So why not learn more? Get a free mortgage review today and see just how much you can save. There's no pressure, no obligation, no upfront or hidden fees. You may even be able to skip 2 mortgage payments, creating greater upfront savings. But you've got to call American Financing, and you got to call now. 407-686-1550. That's 407-686-1550. Or visit AmericanFinancing.net. NMLS 182334. NMLS ConsumerAccess.org.
Nothing makes a good night bad or bad night worse than hitting up a drive-thru and getting served cold, tired fries. Golden, more like soggy arches. Tonight, make it Wendy's, where fries are hot and crispy, not cold and soggy. They're also preferred over McDonald's, almost 2-to-1. End the night on a good fry. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Late Night.
Taste test preference based on the National Taste Test by an independent research company. Hours may vary by location.
Are you 65 or older, diagnosed with heart failure, and still experiencing unresolved symptoms? Then this message may be for you. Other symptoms like carpal tunnel syndrome or gastrointestinal problems could be a sign of something more serious, like transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy, or ATTR-CM for short. ATTR-CM is a rare and life-threatening disease that worsens over time, so it's important to recognize the signs and talk to your doctor. For more information, visit ATTRCMFacts.com. Brought to you by Pfizer.
Mortgage rates are back down to record lows, but it won't last long. Don't miss the boat. Get a free quote by going to homeloansradio.com and working with that mortgage guy, Don. Trust me, you won't forget it or regret it. Go to homeloansradio.com.
Orlando Science Center hosts the Otronicon Science Festival February 18th through the 21st. For tickets, visit osc.org/Otronicon.
Take a break from the flame war. Your racist brother-in-law isn't going anywhere. Real Radio Orlando on Facebook. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Also available to watch. Yeah. We like it when you watch. At The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. Just a few minutes away from your next keyword. We'll get you that at the top of the hour. Remember, when you get it, go to realradio.fm and send that away. Also, check out our blog today. Lots of fun stuff up on the blog, including that crazy bird event in Mexico that if you haven't seen, you are going to freak out. It is like an end of times event. Birds falling out of the sky, and a number you can't even. It looks fake.
I watched it. I watched it, and I immediately thought, like, well, maybe birds aren't real. Like, what is going? This is a glitch or something.
Somebody said that there was a solar flare that day or whatever. It could have, I guess, messed up the way that they just find out where they're going, their direction, their GPS.
Yeah, their geomagnetism.
Right.
We're not blaming 5G on this.
No, I guess we can't. I don't know. Could be 5G. Who knows? But it is bananas. If you haven't seen it, JimColbertLive.com. Also, we have that video of that guy on a bike, that cop chasing a person at the OIA.
That abusive woman.
On a suitcase.
Who is drunk riding a suitcase, a motorized suitcase, which is genuinely unbelievable. All that at JimColbertLive.com. All right, Oscars coming up on the 27th. I don't know that the Oscars going to I don't know if they're ever going to get back the same vibe they had years ago. The Oscars just people just seem to be checking out on award shows in general. And of course, with the movie scene being like it is, with the movie theaters, of course, the COVID situation has really allowed that movie going public to really enjoy them the way that they did in 2018, of course. I think the entire environment has changed. But the announcement was made by the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences on Good Morning America today. It was leaked that Regina Hall, Amy Schumer, and Wanda Sykes will host the 94th Oscars on March 27th. And I have to tell you, I think this is an amazing choice. And I don't know if you guys remember this. I mean, Ross, you being a comic, there's that old adage that women aren't funny, female comedians aren't funny. There's been that whole weird kind of misogyny thing from the world of comedy to female comics. I mean, I don't believe that. Ellen and Roseanne, I can name a billion of them that have been funny. But I will tell you, I think these girls are uniquely funny. I don't know much about Regina Hall, but I know that Wanda Sykes and Amy Schumer are very fast on their feet and very able to do something like this. And, having comfort in front of these people. I think this could be a really fun show, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Regina Hall, God, what has she been in? She's, God, what was her biggest role?
Think Like a Man?
Yeah, I want to say, she might have, no, that was
There's a movie
person.
called Little that she was in?
She's the love interest in Malibu's Most Wanted. That's what I was trying to throw down.
All right, very good.
Nailed it. But, to talk about, you were talking about that old adage, Jim, that adage still exists.
Does it really?
A lot of people still feel that way.
Well, I will tell you, I think Schumer's brilliantly funny. I mean, if you watch her first couple specials, I thought the movie Trainwreck was funny, but she helped write Bill Hader in that movie. I think they did a really good job. The only thing that ruined it was LeBron James. I'll say it again.
I think you actually really like LeBron James.
No, I don't like LeBron James in that movie. He's terrible in it. He ruined the movie.
Well, then...
LeBron James, single greatest athlete of all time. Get
out
of here with that. And then Wanda Sykes has been a stand-up for eons. She found her TV fame and all that other stuff here recently. I mean, she was even in Pootie Tang. You remember Pootie Tang?
Oh, yeah. Sabate.
Sabate, baby. But she has been a stand-up for years. I just think they're going to do a great job. I think stand-ups handle this kind of thing quite well.
Yeah.
And I think they are built to flow on their feet. If something goes wrong, it's just like doing a set. You get a heckler, if somebody drops a tray of drinks, whatever the case may be, you just have to learn how to power through it. I think these people are custom built for this gig. I think it's going to be fun.
Talking about the Oscars, I think it was Kevin Hart, right? That whole debacle was with the Oscars.
Oh, yeah. That's the last time they were going to have a host.
I think the Oscars really lost a lot of people on that whole weird altercation. Kevin Hart, I think out of the two, definitely won that battle.
Oh, yeah.
That was over the old homophobic tweets or something like that?
Yeah, which he had already apologized for in the past.
Right,
and then
apologized again.
Yeah, it got real weird, real ugly. The whole trying to act like everyone's perfect and expect people not to have any blemishes on their record is... I don't know. I think people are really tired of that.
Yeah, it's just unrealistic. I agree with that. And I feel the tide turning on that a little bit, by the way. But it is interesting because I just believe that They're going to be funny. I don't care what they write. I just get the feeling these guys can go off script and create some kind of cool moments. I will watch the show to watch their host. I don't even know. I know the movie about a dog. I know Dune is up for grabs. A couple
Dune
other movies.
is so good.
West Side Story.
Yeah, other than that, I don't really have any. I don't care about any of the movies.
Jane
but
Campion.
I would watch to see the show just to see how well they did. I mean, and I don't know that it doesn't have the same provenance it had before, right? Hosting one of these big shows. That used to be a real coveted job, but it really isn't like that anymore.
Oh, I think part of it is the controversy that these shows, like to Ross's point, if the Oscars hadn't handled the Kevin Hart situation the way that they did, maybe that kind of vibe that people have with it wouldn't be so prevalent.
And the racial stuff that the Oscars have dealt with the
lack of diversity,
the lack of diversity in winners and stuff.
Well, that's where they can help or they can thank the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, because the Golden Globe's taking a hell of a lot more heat for the Oscars. You're welcome.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Hard pass.
You're welcome. Exactly.
But that comes up in March. I'm actually looking forward to that. It'll be the first time I've watched an Oscars award in a while, even if I just watch it for the opening, because that's usually where they make their money, the openings, and they set the tone for the show, And
apparently the three of them are going to do like 3 blocks. So it's going to give each talent the opportunity as an individual to shine. That's what I had read.
Oh, so they're not going to mix it up. There's going to be the first third's going to be one, the second third's another, and the last part's a different one?
That was the preliminary idea, but you never know. They do a lot of rehearsals and practices going up until the big day. They could make changes, and I have faith in them because they're stand-up comedians. They've done that stage work that Oscar producers, relatively speaking, could hand them a last-minute change, and they'd be able to handle it. Live stage work makes a big difference when you're hosting those kinds of shows, I think, over being an actor.
Sauce, I think you could do a good job at that.
Yeah, no, I've hosted a handful of award shows, and each time I'm like, oh man, this is too much fun.
It's fun, right?
Because I'm not, and this is my rule whenever hosting something, is that don't be a star. Don't try to dominate the show. You're trying to host the star, which is the actual award show itself.
Just keep the thing moving and keep it fun and entertaining and light, and don't let there be lulls. Yeah, that's the big thing. You're good at it. I mean, you did that big one for Universal, right?
Yeah, well, no, I mean, I won an award for that big award show over at Universal, but I've hosted the Addies, which isn't your college students, that's not a college student award show of like, hey, this is how you pass college. This is all about advertisements, not Adderall. So, but that was, I think that might have been one of my opening jokes, to be honest with you. I think I opened up by talking about that.
That's like a 5-year callback. Good job, buddy. See, you're such a pro.
Yeah, I just blocked out. What's up?
All right. 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. All right, guys, we got another keyword coming up for you right now. Remember, when you get it, immediately text that or send that over at realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at that $1,000. I'm going to tell you the story about bartending, this bartending story that is completely insane. I'll tell you what that is next.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price.
We're still looking at a stop-and-go ride heading west on I-4 between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road, and also from an accident approaching State Road 559 in Polk County that's taken up the left lane. Eastbound, a solid ride from County Road 557 to 429. We're still in good shape on the beach line. No reported issues on the turnpike north or southbound throughout the county at this hour. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Nomi Health. Nomi Health is now providing same-day COVID-19 testing in Orlando. Quick and convenient drive-through testing is available with no out-of-pocket cost. To register and find the site near you, visit nomihealth.com/FL. That's nomihealth.com/FL. Get tested today with Nomi Health.
Oh, man, it's time to step up your home life by making that upgrade to your home, one that's going to pay off for years and years to come. I'm talking about replacement windows and doors from FAS Windows and Doors. You owe it to yourself to check out their product line. You can do it on their website at faswd.com or swing by their showroom in Winter Park on Fairbanks, just off of I-4, and see the difference that Windows can make. I never gave much thought to Windows until I saw what was out there compared to what I had in my home, which used to be single pane aluminum frame windows. They were not energy efficient at all. I could hear so much noise from outside. All that changed the day FAS Windows and Doors replaced my windows with double pane, low E windows, vinyl sided. My house looks better, it's more secure, more energy efficient, and more quiet. See what they can do for you. Right now, you lock in, you sign a contract with FAS Windows and Doors, they lock you in at that price. Even if inflation raises the price of doors and windows, you are paying that same price of your contract, and effective immediately, $55 rebates per window, $99 per door. Again, the website is faswd.com.
Hi, my name's Charles. On my way to work, I was struck by a tractor trailer. I called attorney Glenn Klausman for help. He got me to really good doctors. I don't think it's right to be bragging on a billboard or TV about getting millions of dollars for getting hurt. However, I will say Glenn Klausman got me a great settlement quicker than I thought possible. I'm very happy with the results, and that's why I'm doing this. Call Glenn Klausman at 407-917-1718. His website is klausmanlaw.com. Car crash, call Klausman.
Office, Winter Park.
We've won over $1 billion for our clients over the years, but we don't think about that. Bill Belichick once said, "To live in the past is to die in the present." What matters is what we can do for you right now. So call us, Farrah and Farrah.
Orlando. I could ask my family for money, and I'm sure they'd help me out, but I'd rather depend on me.
An Amscot cash advance could mean up to $500 on the spot with no credit check. Get started at amscot.com.
Amscot.
Some restrictions apply.
Home. Sure, it's your furniture and electronics and appliances, but at Conn's Home Plus, we know it's that plus a whole lot more. We call it living the plus life. Hurry in for the President's Day sale and enjoy star-spangled savings on top brands like Samsung, LG, HP, and more. Shop hot deals on our huge selection of products. Plus, get next-day delivery options and pay over time with our personalized financing. Live the plus life during the President's Day sale, only at Conn's Home Plus. Open in Orlando, Ocala, and Orange City.
Well, hello there. I am the Guitar Hotel. I have over 3,000 of the newest slot machines and nearly 200 table games with real cards and real dealers. Come experience my incredible lineup of restaurants, bars, and of course, Hard Rock Live. Or spend a day soaking up the sun in my 18 acres of poolside paradise. I can't wait to meet you. Visit hardrockholly.com to find out more.
If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
You know International Diamond Center is the best place to buy diamonds and fine jewelry. But did you also know IDC will buy from you? Diamonds, heirloom jewelry, estate jewelry, Swiss watches, coins.
Don't be afraid to come in and get a price on something that maybe it's an heirloom that you want to sell, or you're just checking to see the price.
IDC owner Keith LeClaire has a vast network of collectors and buyers around the world, so IDC can always find a market for your jewelry.
We always pay a very strong price to buy. There's a resale market that's there, and we pay top dollar for top merchandise. We have people all over the world that we sell to. So some collectors are going to pay way more than any consumer's going to pay. We'll give you the best possible price, no games played, and you'll get the check or the cash, whatever one you want.
Let IDC appraise what's in your jewelry box. You might get a pleasant surprise.
Sometimes they come in, they have no idea what's there, and then all of a sudden they walk out with a $28,000 check.
International Diamond Center. Online at shopidc.com.
Monster Jam World Finals returns to Orlando. Coming to Camping World Stadium May 21st and 22nd. Brought to you by BKT Tires. Don't miss the biggest Monster Jam event of the year. Visit monsterjam.com for event details.
Hey, Mario Lopez here. To keep yourself and your community safe, you have to test for COVID. And let's face it, those free home tests aren't going to last. But don't worry, you don't have to go back to risking exposure searching the aisles for a test. The easiest and most reliable way to get tested is a COVID clinic. COVID Clinic offers PCR tests, which are the most accurate tests you can get, and you can get same-day results. They offer no cost to patient testing. Visit covidclinic.org to find a testing location near you. That's covidclinic.org.
Don't miss the Hyatt Regency Orlando Housekeeping and Culinary Job Fair, Thursday, February 17th from 3 to 6 p.m. at 9801 International Drive. Competitive wages from $17 to $20 an hour plus $500 hiring bonus. Hyatt Regency Orlando Job Fair, February 17th. Hyatt Regency, where we care for you so you can be your best.
Nothing makes a good night bad or bad night worse than hitting up a drive-thru and getting served cold, tired fries. Golden, more like soggy arches. Tonight, make it Wendy's, where fries are hot and crispy, not cold and soggy. They're also preferred over McDonald's almost 2-to-1. End the night on a good fry. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Late Night.
Taste test preference based on the national taste test by an independent research company. Hours may vary by location.
Any legal issue, Kramer Law, onefirmforlife.com. Offices Altamont Springs.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind studio. Your accident, your future, your attorney. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or call pound 546 from your cell. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Now number 1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GREEN. 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 Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
We now return to the Jim Colbert Show. Already.
GREEN. Just go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000. We would love to see you win that $1,000 again. 5 o'clock keyword is green. Good luck. We want you to win. Go get that cash. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show right here on Real Radio 104.1. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here.
Good evening.
And so is Ross.
What up, Papacito?
Not much, brother. We'll hear from you at the top of the hour. Ross Lott's coming up in just a bit. I want to remind you guys about Wawa. They came in yesterday, brought some incredible food. They're extending care to its community with the new online catering offer. Now through February 20th, schools and community service organizations can submit a nomination to win a Wawa catering party to recognize their unsung heroes on National Employee Appreciation Day coming up March. Nominate by February 20th. Do that at wawa.com/catering care. Thanks, Wawa. We appreciate it. Good dinner yesterday.
Oh, yeah, it was great.
Hashtag destination dining.
There you go. 407-916-1041.
Got me, changing my whole game plan for my wedding caterer. I just got
laid it out. I mean, they don't just come in and throw some sandwiches on the table. I mean, they lay it out and do a photo shoot.
Buddy, check my desk with all that stuff they sent, including this clacker. I think there's a 10% off your next catering offer. So
what?
That's big. That's my wedding gift to you. And these things.
So benevolent. Jack, you're the best friend anybody could ever want.
I know.
Ugh.
So anyway, I was telling you guys about this other story about this Vegas bartender.
I know.
You guys, have you heard the story?
No.
Negatory.
Okay, this is coming via NBC News. A Las Vegas bartender was robbed at gunpoint.
I've been there.
Yeah, you have.
Edward Parker was working at the lodge, Hualapaya in Hawaii.
Keep going. Don't look back. Don't look back. Keep going.
I think you might want to try that again.
Yeah, you
I think I'm close. Hualapai?
Third time?
One more, buddy. One more.
Hualapai?
Koalapai.
Hualapay?
Koalapay.
Deb, help me out here. Anything? No?
I don't know how it's spelled, and it sounds like something you need to clean up.
Hualapai. It's Hualapay, right? Or Hualapay?
Such a Jimmy.
Hualapai?
Anyway, it's in Hawaii.
We should take the scenic route again and just really try it.
This actually happened on my birthday, December 4th. Gunman enters the bar, orders this guy to kneel on the ground and put his hands behind his head. The armed assailant then took all the money that was at the bar and took off. He was terrified during the ordeal. The gunman got away with about $4,000, $3,900 and some change. Where do you think the wrinkle is in this story?
The pronunciation of where it happened.
No.
Best guess ever.
That it was let's see. I'm gonna go with it was an inside job because I don't know too much about registers, but 4 G's in cash sounds like that's not protocol.
It was a mob bar.
Not a mob bar, not an inside job. Deb, take a shot, and I'll spill this on you. I've never heard of this before in my life.
Yeah, get spilled on.
Okay, the wrinkle. Gave him a drink, and he's underage?
The bar made him pay the money back.
No.
Oh, wait, the bartender?
The bartender that got robbed at gunpoint had to pay the money back to the bar that was stolen.
No.
What?
There's no indication that he knew the people. No connection whatsoever. It was not an inside job. It was not him texting his buddy, okay, guys, there's $4,000. Come and get it. None of that happened. They docked him his pay $300 at a time until it reached $4,000. And he kept working there.
I mean, I would think a bartender gig, over in Hawaii could make some serious dough.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you can as well. I mean, it doesn't really shock me that there was $4,000 in a register. I mean, it could have been a Friday or Saturday night, could have been at the end of the shift. I'm sure it was. Some people still use cash, and I that doesn't shock me. But they made him do that.
That's such a douchey
That
move.
he paid it back at the end of June. It said in July he was demoted to extra board status. I've never heard this term before. Meaning he was only used for on-call work. He's never been asked to work there again. 2 people were arrested, and they said that there was no connection at all to the people, to the guy.
So he had to work less and have his pay docked?
Yeah. Well,
And
I mean,
they were able
after they got all their money from him,
okay,
it ended in June. When they got their money, they put him on part-time and then never called him again.
Oh, see, this is why we need a union.
Yeah, exactly.
Got to unionize.
Exactly.
Power to the people.
This is what you shouldn't be allowed to abuse someone like this.
And
By the way,
where did this happen again?
This happened in Vegas. It didn't happen in Hawaii, but the
But
lodge.
what was the name of the lodge?
It's Hualapai. 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 Hualapai.
So this whole time, this thing did not happen in Hawaii.
No, it happened in Vegas. I just read that at the bottom here. Actually, I read it at the very top, and I just totally forgot because it sounded so Hawaiian. Well, what did I do? What was that thing called that we were talking about 2 weeks ago?
Cultural appropriation?
No, the effect thing that where you
Oh,
hear
Mandela
something-
effect.
The Mandela effect.
Yeah.
I just Mandela effect myself.
I like how Deb went in hot with cultural appropriation.
Ross, what's that bar in Orlando? Is it Aku Aku?
Oh, yeah.
Every time I drink in there, I swear I'm in Hawaii. C-Lane can back me up on that. So I understand how you did a little
it
traveling.
happens. So anyway, it
Yeah.
says Vegas. I read it right at the top. You guys got me caught up in the saying of that word.
Hualapai, Hualapaw.
Oh, yeah, it's our
Hualapai.
fault.
It's
It is your
interesting.
fault. It's always your fault. Don't you know any better?
It's interesting that you pronounce Vegas right, but not the
This
the
guy got
minority.
screwed.
It's by design, Ross. It's just to support what people already believe about me, so I'm just going to keep it going.
I mean, we should talk about Hualapai.
Now,
koala die?
Hey,
no,
koalas are just...
Hualapai. I think it's pronounced Hualapai or Wallapai.
I see. That
sounds like
that
HUA.
you go ahead and say,
LA.
I think this is the way it's pronounced, and then you rattle off like 3 or 4 different ways of saying it.
And that's my way of saying to you, you choose what's good for you.
Yeah.
That's Now, it does say here that the spokesperson declined to reveal additional details, but said neither is named Edward Parker. So basically, they said the whole time that these 2 guys that came in and robbed the place did not know this guy. It was not an inside job. And I don't even understand how that could happen. Like how he could be chosen to repay. He got robbed. I don't get that. I've never heard that in my life. Could you imagine if that happened anywhere else? Like if you were responsible for the loss of money, that they came and took the money from you?
And you were the victim of a crime? That sounds to me like the basis of a really tasty lawsuit.
I mean, the guy keeps working there.
There is no evidence whatsoever that Edward knew these individuals or had anything to do with their actions. So he's suing them.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Yeah. You got to sue Koala Lie.
Despite being forced into the repayment plan and suffering panic attacks and major anxiety, he kept working. The lawsuit says so. He is basically going back out there. He said that he said that they made him sign a repayment form.
Oh,
and he was worried that he was going to be fired. If you wonder why he kept working there, he didn't want to lose his job.
Yeah,
I mean, bartender in Vegas. I don't know what it makes, but I mean, you figure they do okay. He didn't want to lose his job.
They were taking $300 a paycheck out, and he was still wanting to work there. So
exactly,
he must have been making a significant amount.
Well, Jack, as a bartender, how long would it take to pay out back almost $4,000? Yeah, I know they took $300, but
as a guy, what did you make average like a shift in tips? Because guys aren't. I mean,
it depends completely on the establishment where it's located. I worked at a bar in Melbourne.
Oh,
so
man.
It's not the same as downtown Orlando or on a place. Even you can have a hole in the wall bar where you just get your regulars and you make some money, or you get a night spot that just is filled with people, nightclub, and then it's just it's buckets of cash.
Jimmy, I'm going to take this hit for you.
Okay.
Somebody texted us at 77031 and said it's actually Wallapoo. pronunciation from a Native American tribe. So
Look at that.
Wallapoo.
So I'll take your apology now, Ross.
Apologize for what?
For ragging on me for getting it wrong. When I got it close enough to being right that it's fine.
You never said Wallapoo.
I did say it once. You just weren't listening.
Oh, there he goes again with the whole look what she was wearing technique. This isn't my fault. This is your fault. But this was fascinating. You know, I just found out recently is that bartenders hate the month of January.
What? Oh, well, there's nobody drinking?
No one drinks. The numbers
dry January.
plummet for bartenders
January.
in January. Dry January. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to work out. All those people. And then they're back February 2nd. You know, they're back early February, but January apparently is not the best month if you're a bartender.
I bet being their accountant is going to be fun. So, yeah, see, you made $300 in January and then $9 million in February.
Yeah.
Yeah. People texting in and saying, well, he was really fined because he was not supposed to keep that much money in the till. So if he made the regular deposits, then that money wouldn't have been there. And thanks to Brian for doing the math, $300 a week. After 13 weeks, you're at $3,900.
Yeah. He paid up to $4,000.
months.
Yeah, 3 months. And that's about, if you look at where it worked out, I mean, he was mugged in December, probably started the program after they figured it all out, January, February, whatever, and this rolled right up. And then in July, they basically said, you're part-time, and when I say part-time, we're never calling you again.
Yeah.
And they just pieced out on this guy, which is amazing, really. I mean, that's crazy. But, I mean, I guess did you have to make a drop all the time like that, Jack? I know that I worked at this little sub shop, and it was almost all cash.
Yeah.
And, I mean, they would have anywhere from, $1,800 to $2,500 in a shift, and you had to get that in the bank. And actually, that girl got robbed taking that bag to the bank once.
Yeah, when we always had to be careful of that, but we, would definitely make regular, as manager, take money out of the till and kind of secure that in the office. And then, you do the night deposit, and you always have to be careful of that. But, it's you were always conscious of how much cash was out on the floor.
Man, we ran that fireworks tent one year, and we were putting it in the trunk because you just can't imagine how much cash comes through one of those things. And I mean, we were just throwing it in our trunk of the car just so it would be as secure as possible. We just didn't want any, because you'd pull that register open and it would just fall out. It looked like a movie set, like it was crazy.
Let me know what time to be there.
Right, exactly. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Back in a second with more of the Jim Colbert Show.
The only thing we ask, make it good. Please. 407-916-1041. Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call ClausmanLaw.com.
Well, our heaviest traffic on I-4 is westbound between World Drive and Osceola Polkline Road. It's also slow if you're heading south on 429 between Sinclair Road and I-4. We're seeing eastbound slowdowns, too, between Osceola Parkway and 536, as well as between Conroy Road and OBT. No reported problems on the beach line at this time. The 408 is up to speed. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center. I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by I-4 Express.
You want to spend your time on what matters most. Soon you'll have a new, more reliable option to get where you need to go on I-4. With I-4 Express, just get on and go. Tolls are collected electronically with SunPass or other Florida-accepted transponders. Learn more at i4express.com.
Jim Colbert Show Twitter poll question of the day going up now. It's at Jim Colbert Show. Find it on Twitter. It's brought to you by WeAreNotTheBanks.com. Direct mortgage lenders. Brad Siebert and the team at We Are Not the Banks focus on getting you either the refi you need to save money or maybe funding that mortgage for your new home, maybe your dream home, just waiting for you. How are you going to get the money? WeAreNotTheBanks.com, because Brad and the team works with all types of buyers, with all types of loans, whether it's VA loans, conventional, FHA loans. And here's the deal. People with good credit, great. You're going to get that outstanding rate. But even bumps in your credit, Brad Siebert and the team at We Are Not the Banks can work with you as well. You just put a little more money down. I used We Are Not the Banks for my refi several years ago. It was a great experience for all your mortgage needs. Again, here's the website. It's WeAreNotTheBanks.com. NMLS ID number 205696, equal opportunity lender.
This Earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Tools Ace Hardware. Baby boomers and retirees, stop the leftist smash and grab of your retirement savings. Take action now to shield your savings from socialism and volatile markets. National talk show host and best-selling author Chuck Oliver of The Hidden Wealth Solution will teach you how to get a head start to be retirement tax smart. Imagine learning proven strategies that are saving boomers and retirees thousands in unnecessary taxes. Visit taxessaved.com. taxessaved.com.
Need a new fence? Think Mossy Oak Fence. Keep unwanted guests out of your yard. Keep your pets and kids safely in your yard. You can count on the Mossy family to protect your family. Fully stocked with materials, no delays. Visit mossyoakfences.com.
Music legends Tower of Power, the most dynamic and distinctive band of survivors in soul music, are celebrating their 50th anniversary. Tower of Power is bringing its celebratory tour to the Plaza Live Orlando on Sunday, February 20th at 8 p.m. Expect a motherload of electrifying new sounds, funk, and classics, along with much more. Don't miss one of the most prolific funk groups in history at the Plaza Live, Sunday, February 20th at 8 p.m. Tower of Power at the Plaza, Sunday, February 20th, 8 p.m. Get tickets today at PlazaLiveOrlando.org. That's PlazaLiveOrlando.org.
Welcome to IKEA. What are you doing?
Hi, I'm juggling a lot these days, so I've decided to embrace it and actually learn juggling. Whoa.
Our IKEA Better Balance Trail might help. Whoa. IKEA family members can follow the trail for a chance to enter to win great prizes. And check out offers like when you spend $250 or more pre-tax, you can save $25 on eligible items when you scan your IKEA family card.
Cool.
Find out more at your local IKEA or IKEA-USA.com/The Better Balance Trail. Offer valid to 18 to 2/21 in the U.S. Discount applied proportionally across items purchased as shown on receipt. See store and IKEA-USA.com/offers for complete terms and restrictions.
Because injuries to muscles and ligaments don't show up on an x-ray, the insurance companies will use it as an excuse not to pay. But we work with doctors who can see what x-rays can't, giving you a case insurance companies can't ignore. Farah and Farah, here for you, here for good.
Orlando.
Get affordable internet that delivers the speed and reliability you need, and get more value when you add Xfinity Mobile. Now, qualifying customers can get Xfinity Internet free through the Affordable Connectivity Program. That's right. The Affordable Connectivity Program allows Xfinity to provide free high-speed internet to qualifying customers with speeds of up to 100 megabits per second, so you can connect on all your devices. Act now to get this incredible deal on high-speed internet for more streaming, more gaming, more chatting, and more of what you love. Ready for even more value? Ask how to save when you add Xfinity Mobile for as little as $15 for 1 gigabyte of data a month. To learn more, go to Xfinity.com/free, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit an Xfinity store today. Restrictions apply. Taxes and fees extra. Pricing subject to change. Xfinity Internet required. Reduced speeds after 20 gigabytes of usage per line.
With all the new people moving here recently, we thought it'd be a good idea to explain International Diamond Center. If you've lived here a while, you already know this, so bear with us. International Diamond Center, also known as IDC, is not an ordinary jewelry store. It was started decades ago by a major East Coast diamond supplier, Keith LeClaire. Keith had international connections with diamond cutters and would sell diamonds to upscale jewelry stores. Then he decided to start selling direct to the public at prices that undercut traditional jewelers in a big way. This no middleman approach caught on big, and now IDC is one of the largest and most successful jewelers in America, still providing exceptional quality and astonishing value. So if you've just moved here from New York or California or wherever, know that IDC is the area's go-to place for diamonds, fine designer jewelry, and Swiss timepieces. Just be prepared to be a little shocked when you see how great our values are, especially compared to where you came from. International Diamond Center. Just another great reason you made the move south. Get details, directions, store hours, and more at shopidc.com.
Know why we made the free iHeartRadio app?
Why?
So you can bring your favorite radio station, just like this one, and thousands of others with you everywhere you go, right on your phone, along with tons of specially curated playlists to fit any mood or activity, from chilling out to working out. Ooh, and podcasts, literally hundreds of thousands of them. True crime thrillers, the latest headline news, sports, you'll find plenty of podcasts that are perfect for you. So start listening free now when you download the iHeartRadio app. Discover music, radio, and podcasts you'll love.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Also available to watch at thejimcolbertshow.com. on Facebook.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. Text us, 77031. I am Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well. Don't forget your 5 o'clock keyword is green, Green. Just go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance at $1,000.
Oh. Almost just died.
How is it that this happens to you?
This is the first time this has ever happened to me in my life.
So we had a friend of ours named Ginger bring by some king cakes because I guess next week is the beginning of Mardi Gras.
Yeah, it's around that time.
Yeah.
And the king cake has traditionally, it's kind of weird. It's like a breakfast cake. It's not a cake per se. It is a cake. But
it's like a cinnamon roll, but it's got traditional Mardi Gras colors, like in sprinkles and sugar on it. And
it's delicious.
Really good. And
hers are amazing.
You eat it and you're like, oh, I need some coffee to go with this.
Oh yeah. They're custom built for coffee, 100%.
Yeah.
But one of the traditions is they put a baby in the cake.
It's a baby.
Think about that.
Like
Let's
a
just
little
talk about
plastic
how
baby.
weird that sounds. They put a baby in the cake.
What is the tradition of that, by the way? I'm not 100% sure.
I'm pretty sure that it's to symbolize who buys the next king cake. So if you get the baby, you're now just like owning a real baby in debt. So now I'm the one who's supposed to bring in the next king cake.
It's supposed to symbolize baby Jesus.
Correct.
Which is why it's called a king cake.
Yeah, sorry, Ross.
It's placed inside of each cake to signify the Epiphany.
Yeah, because it's Easter.
So I just
Now-
bit down on baby Jesus.
Now, Ross, listen. The person who gets the slice of cake that contains the baby is known as
the Antichrist. I just chewed baby Jesus. I just had baby Jesus in my. I'm the king.
Oh, you're the king.
You're now known as the king.
Okay, I kind of like this cake.
And the baby, you're okay with that now?
Jimmy, read the next line. Read the next line. Yeah.
You are correct. You have to buy everybody a king cake next year.
I have mixed feelings.
King Ross, here.
King
Ross.
King
Ross. King Twink.
You're a winner, buddy. You won again. I'll give you her number. She makes amazing cakes.
Yeah.
And she will make you as many as you need.
Yeah, no, the cake is phenomenal. And, some traditions rub me the wrong way. And this one got weird quick. I didn't know that this was baby Jesus.
Did you not?
Yeah,
that thing is tiny. Hold that up to the camera.
I know.
Oh, I thought it was bigger than that.
Me too.
Tell them what you did with baby Jesus.
Well, you chomped his arm off, for one thing.
No, I may
He
have.
was a little angry.
I threw baby Jesus in the trash.
Why did you throw baby Jesus in the trash,
Because
Ross?
it's a tiny figurine, dude.
Yeah, but it's what it represents. Would you do that to a crucifix?
If it was in a cake and super small, and it's got to go. Am I gonna hold on to this thing?
You would throw away a crucifix. You would look at a crucifix and throw it away.
How are you thinking that I'm the first one to disrespect this crucifix when it was baked in a cake?
I'm just asking you. You threw away baby Jesus, and you don't because you're saying, "Oh, it's just a figurine." I'm just saying, would you do the same thing to a crucifix? Would you just throw it away?
You know what? It's a good time to die on a hill.
Oh, boy.
Don't say that. That's what happened. Look
Yeah,
how disrespectful you are.
We've come full circle.
But yeah, if it's baked into a cake, I tried to throw away this baby
Ross.
Jesus, which at the time I didn't even know was a baby Jesus.
Ross,
Did it jump out of the garbage itself and land back on your laptop?
No.
Okay.
Jack said, "Fish that out of there," and I was
Jack
like,
is a
"Easy
good
with the
friend to you.
puns,
Yeah.
easy with the puns, fish puns now."
Yeah. Jack is a good friend to you. You should never ever throw that away.
Trying to save your soul.
Listen, buddy, you hit the lotto. I mean, hitting the baby in the cake is the lotto. That thing is so tiny and is a definite choke hazard.
And we're all getting king cakes next year.
Yay!
Thanks to you.
Even the cake box has a warning of like, this is an authentic king's cake. there's a baby in here.
Oh yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
a legit king cake.
Be quiet, it's sleeping.
But I thought I was gonna get a baby at like 8 or 9 months. I thought it was gonna be bigger. This baby is like this is a fetus baby Jesus.
Yeah,
That's what I'm trying to do. This is a
no.
tiny baby
That's
Jesus.
got a full
newly
head
born.
of hair.
Yeah, full head of hair.
Yeah,
Let's see
but
that baby Jesus.
that might just be chocolate. I'll be honest with you.
There's no chocolate in the king cake, dummy.
I mean, this was in my mouth. Yeah,
We have hand sign. Oh, it's a cute little baby Jesus.
and I think I bit off its hand.
Damn.
Oh my god. Oh, you did. You bit its hand off. You're like a pit bull.
Hey.
Yeah, I don't know if I like this tradition. This is weird.
He's got a crazy alfalfa haircut, though. I know that.
He does, yeah. Well, yeah.
He needs some clothes on, man. I
Look
thought,
at the back.
I thought baby Jesus was swaddled.
He's shaved in the back with a heavy fade on that.
With a heavy
Well,
face.
Buddy, once again,
Missing
you've
a-
won.
missing a hand.
You're the king, and that means next year I'll get you Ginger's number. Next year, she can she can make us all a king cake, and you can pay for
It's
it.
supposed to be good luck.
She does an amazing job.
All I know is that this was dangerous.
It wasn't. How much of the cake did you eat
There was
already?
a warning on it,
man.
Ross.
I've had a lot of that cake.
You are. Let me tell you, buddy.
He
you're
just
the
came in here
worst.
and he was like,
Yeah.
you got to get
That
in there
was
and eat some of that cake.
That's confidential.
He's been through a third of the cake.
Oh, come on.
He's the only one eating it, and so that's when I saw that she sent 2 cakes. That's when I'm like, I'm gonna put one away for Jimmy to make sure he gets some of this.
You guys are dirty birding. Why
Nobody's
you
dirty
guys,
birding.
You guys are being
You're
dirty
the-
birds.
Because we're telling the truth.
And you have a sweets problem.
You don't know the truth.
I know the truth.
Oh.
I watched you eat a handful of cake, and you ate
Hey,
it like,
listen.
like you're
Not
somebody
a-
who hasn't eaten in a month. You
Ask
ate it
him
like
how
it was
many
porridge.
Wawa cookies he had
Oh.
today.
No, Ross. How many of those Gillies belt buckle size chocolate chip cookies did you have?
Yeah.
How many?
How many?
You got a problem.
Gillies?
Yeah, Gillies is
It's an old reference too.
Texas country western.
Oh, I'm
big
sorry that I
belt
brought it
buckle.
up.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sorry
yeah,
that I
yeah.
gave you
Yeah,
the
I am
speed
too.
I
bump.
got it. Yeah, I saw
I am too
Urban
right now.
Cowboy.
I'm dead sorry of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but you didn't give us the number.
And I didn't throw Jesus away.
I threw Jesus away.
How many?
I didn't
cookies
know.
did
In
you
my
How
have?
many
defense, I
cookies?
didn't know it was
How many
Jesus.
cookies you have
Give
today?
How
me
many
the cookie
cookies?
number. Give me the cookie number now.
What's the cookie number?
1.
You're a liar.
And a
You're
bad one.
You're a terrible liar.
I'm not gonna lie in front of baby Jesus.
What?
You just ate his hand.
And you're holding him and still lying.
Where did he throw the wrappers away? Because I can make it over there real quick and pull them out of the garbage on
Okay,
camera.
this has gone too far.
What else did you?
Did you just lie to me while holding baby Jesus?
No one has lied, man.
You just lied. You ate more than one cookie, man. You did. You ate more than one cookie. Everybody knows it.
Do you get stoned holding baby Jesus, man?
Well, I don't even know why.
And
This-
where you're holding him? Come on, man, some
What-
decorum.
What am I supposed to hold him by his tiny little arms? This is a king's
No,
cake.
right? You can't hold him by his tiny arms because you bit them off.
Truthfully, if you want to know the old tradition, truthfully, you're supposed to carry that thing until next year.
What?
You're supposed to carry that with you every day until next year
And
when
we're-
the king cake gets eaten and somebody else gets it. That is the tradition.
And boy, are we gonna check.
I think the tradition is you have to carry it somewhere on your body,
You
and
do.
then they're going to bake
Yeah.
that into next year's king cake.
You carry it in your pocket, purse, whatever the case may
Oh,
be.
a
but
little
you're supposed
fold
to
of
carry it.
flesh, you know, the little jiggly part, your muffin top.
In your belly button. That'll
Under-
fit.
Oh, your belly button.
I'm
Oh,
not-
Let's see it. Let's see it.
Ross.
Try it
Let's
now,
see
dude.
it.
Put it in your belly
Put
button.
baby
Come
Jesus
on.
in your belly button.
Put baby Jesus in
Stand
your belly
up so I
button.
can see
Yeah,
it.
put that on.
Show title.
This is so weird.
No,
Put
it's
baby
not.
Jesus in your belly button.
Super weird.
Slower.
This is weird.
Oh my God.
It looks like a raisinette.
It does. It looks like it's deserted. It looks like
Where does baby
Jesus
Jesus
just got
start?
left in the desert. It's
Where
like
does
the Magi
baby
just
Jesus
walked off
end?
without him.
This baby Jesus thing is dumb.
Is it really?
Who puts baby Jesus in a cake? I'm
Who
not
puts
even
baby
religious.
Jesus in a trash can?
Someone
the
who
question.
doesn't know that is baby Jesus. I
You had
didn't
no
know.
idea. Did you just think somebody slipped and knocked a baby into a cake?
At first, I
Where's
was,
the baby?
at first I was like, "Oh man, this is how younger cakes are made."
Dummy.
What kind
You're
of
such a
monster am
dumbass.
I? How did this baby get in here? Who did this cake?
But I have to tell you, I think you would.
Are cakes
you would-
able to give consent?
What was she wearing?
What was this cake doing? This cake went clubbing. This cake's about to hop onto like a Maury show.
So there's a window for king cakes.
This cake doesn't live in Texas.
You're only supposed to eat them between January 6th and Fat Tuesday.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, between King's Day and Fat Tuesday.
Yeah, they only make them when you're in Louisiana this time of year. They sell them at hardware stores. I mean, they're everywhere. It doesn't matter what store you're in, Macy's. It doesn't matter. There are stacks of king cakes everywhere.
I would think that they should make the baby a little bit bigger.
I will tell you, I thought the baby would be a little bigger as well.
Yeah, that's
because that looks. I mean, that's a small baby.
Someone did text us at 77031. Reminder: Louisiana also thinks drive-through daiquiris are a good idea.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna do that. But they have that in New Orleans.
Do they really drive?
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, yeah, you can.
Wait. I think baby Jesus has run into some trouble. He's being held at gunpoint by an army man.
You guys are being. I mean, the texting service is right. You're being blasphemous. We should stop.
Blasphemous.
Blasphemous.
Yeah, Ross.
You don't have a connection to a world of faith, Ross. And there are people out there that do, and they take this very seriously.
That's not how you're supposed to speak to a king. I'm the king.
Oh, there we go. Throw it down, Ross.
Well, tell me then, how should I speak to you?
Well, first,
you should address him as sir.
Yeah, you need to start off with sir. And also, I got a pinky ring, and it needs a smooching.
Oh, yeah, there's no... For one thing, you're not even going to get a sir from me, so there's definitely no way I'm making out with your pinky ring.
All right, squire. Are you here to dance for us, Jester?
You should ask yourself that. I would love to see. I would love to see you at Mardi Gras. I don't even know how you would react to Mardi Gras.
It's a good time.
It would work out because I have rhythm.
Yeah, it might, but I mean, rhythm is not what you need there. What you need there is a colostomy bag and a handful of X. That's what you need there. If you plan on moving through that, that's the currency. Colostomy bags and handfuls of X. That's what the financial basis is of all of.
We can all agree though. This is, I like New Orleans. I do. I like what they're all about. I kind of like the Saints a little bit. I was rooting for them multiple times when they were great. This is a dumb tradition.
Okay, it is a dumb tradition.
It's a bit of a.
Uh-oh, that baby is barking
No, the
now.
baby's barking. Hold her up. Let us see.
No, God. This dog of mine is ridiculous.
You just called your dog your kid?
Well, yeah, it's kind of like that.
He's a big old softy.
Being your kid.
Oh, you big old softy.
Are you good, man? Are you empty nesting?
I've been empty nesting for a long time, dude.
Go get Ross.
I got this mop now I got to take care of. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031.
I'd be down on this baby Jesus, guys. I'm like,
we understand.
I didn't want to talk to you guys about this. You son of a bitch. You got to shut up.
Don't you talk to her like that.
Hush.
I thought it was a peacock.
Hold her up. She just wants to be cuddled.
Or like an almond.
She wants everything in her life to be better than it is now. Like
she's like every other woman, Jimmy.
Very demanding.
Like every other woman, Jimmy.
Now she sees a reflection in my wine cooler, and she's barking at herself.
Your wine cooler? Are you sitting there with a
weird flex?
Are you with Seagrams?
I got a little fridge that's for wine. It's not a flex.
All right, yeah,
it just happens to be in a 3,000 bottle basement.
Yeah, this is how broke me and Deb are, is that you said wine cooler and all of us were like, Zima? Like,
exactly.
Oh, you're talking like an actual fridge.
Wow, cool.
There's no wine in it. It's all beer.
Yeah.
That's how classy I am.
Jim stocked up on Bartles and James before they went out of business.
You said wine cooler. I'm about to ask you if it was passion fruit.
Yeah, and I'm over there even old school. Was it a Seagram's?
Yeah.
What sucks is it's terrible for beer because it only goes down to like 45 degrees or something because wine's not supposed to be that cold.
Wang.
So it doesn't. So it doesn't even get my beer cold.
Oh,
It just keeps it
damn
cool.
it. Damn it, Jim.
You sons of bitches.
Such a first world problem.
The struggle is real.
It is, people.
I'm not.
Fight on, Jim.
I'm not part of that. All right.
Fight on.
I'm not doing that, Jim. That's not. Listen, I feel
I
that.
deserve this.
And I can fix that. As long as you kiss this pinky ring.
Yeah, there's no way. No way ever. I'll cancel the show tomorrow and go to construction before I kiss anything on your body. Yeah, you are not the king of anything.
I chewed baby Jesus.
I'm gonna what I'm really looking forward to is you passing that baby hand.
Yeah.
Hopefully that can be on the outside of what comes through your colon and really give you a run for your fun there.
As Donkey on Shrek says, I go down smooth, but I come out kicking.
I like how instead of quoting the Bible, Deb quotes Shrek. Shrek 3:16.
That's her holy book.
If you were to go back to the beginning of the show, Deb, if I would give her $100 for every Disney movie reference, and I mean really, really obscure ones, like the Rescuers 9.
We could get a count. Evil Eye, start listening.
You guys remember that?
November 2018.
Land Before Time, the second Armageddon. Remember Ducky?
Yeah, right, yeah.
No, but do you remember when Murray tells Frank in Hotel Transylvania 3, you've got to be greater than the hater?
Oh, man.
It was funny until you did that.
That is delicious.
It was funny until you quoted Hotel Transylvania 3.
It was a great line. You got to be greater than the hater.
Then it became a tiny bit sad. A little bit sad. I was like, okay.
You're welcome, Ross.
Do you like it just because it rhymes, or is
no? Because I like the message.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus, it rhymes. What's wrong with that?
I tell her the pun.
Are you a rhyme hater now?
No. I just think that, if it wasn't for the rhyme, I don't know if that, sticks to Deb. I don't know if that resonates.
407-916-1041. We haven't talked about Friday at all. We're going to be out at Mount Dora Friday.
Yes.
For the Highland Games that are so freaking fun. We have tons of interviews lined up from all these maniacs that throw railroad ties and God Almighty drink whiskey for breakfast. It's ridiculous. Plus, we're going to have some people from Mount Dora as well. It's going to be a blast. Where exactly? We're going to be at Pisces Rising?
Yeah, we're going to be on the front porch of Pisces Rising Restaurant, which is right in Mount Dora. You can look that up. We'll have it on our calendar as well. But this Friday from 3 till 7, we'll be broadcasting live in Mount Dora.
Looking forward to it. If you want to come out and say hey, we'll be glad to just say hey and hang out with you guys for a while. Probably going to be staying afterwards for a couple drinks and some dinner that night. Trying to make some plans for that as well. So hopefully we can see you guys. It's supposed to be a nice warm day.
Yeah,
so make some plans to come see us at Pisces Rising in Mount Dora for our live broadcast. We're going to have tons of fun guests and, of course, all of our segments that we do all the time. So hope to see you there on Friday for sure. All right, 407-916-1041. That's how you call us. Text us easily at 77031. Load them up. Let's do trivia next.
We have a prize. Get on board at 407-916-1041. Jim Colbert Show Trivia is brought to you by Cento Family Moving and Storage. That's CENTO Moving.com.
This is Chris Broussard. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Blindstar.
Is Matthew Stafford a Hall of Famer? Well, no, not yet. He will be. Yes, he's a losing quarterback today and only has one Pro Bowl. But he's only 34 and will soon be among the all-time leaders in touchdowns and passing yards. Stafford's finally out of Detroit and playing in the bright lights. And as long as Sean McVay is the head coach, Canton is not that far away. I'm Colin Cowherd.
Looking for a great deal on blinds, shades, and shutters? Save 50% off any order during Blindster.com's President's Day sale. Blindster offers custom wood and faux wood blinds, roller shades, cellular shades, even custom plantation shutters. And they're all 50% off for a limited time. Blindster.com.
Time to finally free yourself from glasses and contacts with the help of the Filatowski Eye Institute, and it's easy. All you do is text 1041 to 868686. Schedule that consultation. Get started on a path to better vision today. And always remember, Filatowski Eye Institute, one of the leaders in vision correction surgery here in Central Florida. And if money's a concern, no worries there either. 24-month interest-free financing is available. So take that next step to clearer and crisper vision today. Just text 1041 to 868686 and schedule your consultation today at the Filatowski Eye Institute.
Experience Celtic Women's Murad Nesbitt, Saturday, February 19th at the Mount Dora Community Building as part of the Mount Dora Scottish Highland Festival. Sponsored by Visit Lake. Seating is limited. Get your tickets now at MountDoraScott.com. The Mount Dora Scottish Highland Festival is a weekend-long event sponsored by Visit Lake that celebrates all things Scottish. From Highland athletics and border collies to pipes and drums, there's something for everyone. Get your tickets to see Murad Nesbitt at MountDoraScott.com. That's MountDoraScott.com.
When life-changing events happen, it's important to have somebody there to take the burden off of your shoulders. At those moments, Kramer Law is there for you. If you were involved in a divorce or you're having a dispute with your ex, Kramer Law will be there to take care of you every step of the way. Life-changing events happen. Having a lawyer on your side is the smart move. No matter what the legal issue, we're here for you. Kramer Law, onefirmforlife.com. Office is Altamont Springs.
Daytona isn't just home to the Daytona 500. It's also hallowed ground for some of the toughest drivers to prove to themselves and all those watching that they are NASCAR worthy. It's where trucks battle it out under the Friday night lights and where Xfinity slugs it out on Saturday. And it's where history will be made. The NASCAR Camping World Truck Series and NASCAR Xfinity Series with limited infield admissions for the Daytona 500 still available. Get your tickets today at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
If you're making big decisions like refinancing or buying your first home, maybe doing some debt consolidation, go to HomeLoansRadio.com. Work with that mortgage guy, Don, and then listen to the Home Loans Radio Show every Saturday morning on Real Radio 104.1.
Fence Outlet has the largest selection of fencing options in the state with over 400,000 square feet of showroom and warehouse space. Get 0% financing for 12 months for your gorgeous new fence. Book your appointment online today. Go to fenceoutlet.com. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
A little to the left. Now to the right. Back to the left just a bit. Oh, that's good. Oh, wait. I think it was supposed to go on a different wall.
You're kidding.
Armstrong Air believes that comfort doesn't need to be complicated. We'll help keep you warm in the winter and cool in the summer. Visit ArmstrongAirInc.com and let Armstrong Air deliver the comfort you deserve. Mention this ad for a residential $79 precision AC tune-up. Turn to the experts today with Carrier and Armstrong Air.
To build a better tomorrow, we're making a bold new energy commitment to transform the energy grid, preventing thousands of outages. To add more renewables and advanced technologies like solar and wind as we drive toward net zero carbon, all while keeping the energy you depend on reliable and affordable. We're Duke Energy, and we're building a smarter energy future for you.
Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep the facility running, no matter the weather or supply chain hiccup. But we get you, Raymond in Buffalo, and Maria in Miami, Jules in Minneapolis, and Stan in Central Indiana, taking control of everything that's under your control. At Grainger, we're here for you with experienced branch staff at over 250 locations so you get the product you're looking for. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Is your current home loan the right fit for you? Your historic low rates may be a great reason to refinance, but when matched with an expertly chosen loan from Loan Depot, you could be saving money and paying more towards the bottom line. Call a Loan Depot loan officer and ask about our 27-year Smart Term loan or our 10-year ARM loan. Get a great rate matched with a great loan by calling 866-888-LOAN or visit LoanDepot.com. At Loan Depot, home means everything. Rates are subject to change. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing opportunity. NMLS number 174457. Licensed in all 50 states.
If you've ever ordered food for work, you understand. It's different. There's just so much more at stake. Whether it's a meeting, a client call, or lunch with the office that has to arrive at the actual lunchtime, food for work has to work. That's why there's Easy Cater. Food that's on time and as ordered from over 82,000 restaurants. And if there's a problem, rare, you can reach someone in seconds.
Thank you for calling Easy Cater.
Some food just doesn't work at work, but Easy Cater just does. Order 24/7 at EasyCater.com.
Thinking about divorce? Kramer Law, onefirmforlife.com. Office is Altamont Springs.
Instagram, it's not just for dog pick. Oh my God, look at this cute puppy.
At Real Radio 104.1.
Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. We now return to the Jim Colbert Show.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Thanks for tuning in on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. We appreciate that very much. 407-916-1041. Welcome back. I am Jim. Deb is here.
Hey.
Jack is right there.
Yo.
And Ross has your sauce jar.
All aboard! Choo-choo! I have a pair of grounds passes to Arnold Palmer Invitational. What? Presented by MasterCard. Friday, March 4th at Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill Club. This is a Central Florida legendary event super awesome. See some of the best golfers that this planet Earth has to offer, and that is your sauce jar, which is brought to you by
Cento Family Moving and Storage. You know, they're a family-owned and operated Orlando moving and storage company, and they would love to give you a discount if you mention the Jim Colbert Show. So easy to book them today at CentoMoving.com. That's CENTO moving.com. Jim, back to you.
Thanks so much, Deb. Ross, who goes first today, buddy?
Guys, let's welcome Boone. It's not biblical.
Boone.
On
What's
line
going
5.
What's happening, Mr. Colbert and crew? How are you guys?
Not much,
Good.
buddy. We get a pair of ground passes for the API. That's the Arnold Palmer Invitational up for grabs. Want to play a little game with us?
Let's make it happen.
Let's do it.
Do you want to play a game?
All right, Boone, this is a very easy game. Got a question here for you. 4 answers. One of them isn't true. If you can find it, I will send you to the Arnold Palmer Invitational coming up in just a few weeks. Great field, wonderful event. If you haven't been out there, I strongly recommend it. Just a wonderful day out. It's so much fun. And, of course, it is API this week on Jim Colbert Show. Here are 3 fun facts about Arnold Palmer and 1 lie that's half lemonade and half truth. Number 1, he was in the Air Force until an eye injury allowed him to be honorably discharged. Number 2, in 1970, he once filled in for Johnny Carson on The Tonight Show. Number 3, he designed the first golf course ever built in China. And lastly, his grandkids called him Dumpy. Which one of those? Which one of those is a lie?
It's Grandpa Dumpy.
Let's go with number 3.
No, number 3 is absolutely true.
Oh.
He did design the very first golf course ever built in China.
Bye,
there
boom.
you go. Who's next, guys?
Let's welcome Mike on line 3.
Mike.
Hey, Colbert Show.
What's up, brother? Here, we're trying to give you some passes to the Arnold Palmer Invitational coming up in a few weeks. Tell me which one of these isn't true in regards to Mr. Palmer himself. Number 1, he was in the Air Force until an eye injury allowed him to be honorably discharged. Number 2, in 1970, he once filled in for Johnny Carson on The Tonight Show. And lastly, his grandkids called him Dumpy.
That last one's too funny to not be true. I'll say number 2.
No, unfortunately, that is true as well. In 1970, he did fill in one time for Johnny Carson on The Tonight Show. It was a complete disaster, but the crowd loved him so much it was considered to be a good show.
Really?
Yeah.
Jim, do you remember when we had that guy that always lost and he always went third?
Yeah, 50-50 Sean?
Let's welcome 50-50 Sean.
Oh,
Hey!
yeah. 50-50 Sean. Where have you been, friend?
I've been working and a little too late. Got off early enough to get on the line, so I really appreciate it. How you
Right
guys
on,
doing?
buddy. And you do have your stereotypical 50-50 shot here to go to
Hey.
the Arnold Palmer Invitational. Have you ever been to the tournament, by the way?
No, but I would like to say that Sam Ryder, who sank that putt this past weekend on Saturday, that's my cousin.
Yeah, Sam Ryder, he actually made the hole-in-one, and everybody went crazy. And he plays a lot of golf locally, so I know he's a kind of a regular out
And
there.
that's his
for a while.
cousin, Jimmy.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
50-50 rider.
Here we go. Here you go, Sean. You can go see your cousin for free. Number 1, he was in the Air Force until an eye injury allowed him to be honorably discharged. Or lastly, his grandkids called him Dumpy.
Oh, man, how are you going to hurt your eye in the Air Force? Doesn't make sense. I'm going to go with the Dumpy.
God, you had it and you bailed on it.
Oh, dude!
You had it and you bailed on it.
Living up to his name.
His grandkids do call him or did call him Dumpy. That was his nickname for
Sean,
sure.
don't worry. You can watch your cousin on TV, buddy.
Maybe he'll take your call this time, which I highly doubt.
That leaves Ed, our final player.
Oh,
Ed, how are you, buddy?
Jimmy, you're not going to believe this, but I knew that right off the bat because I went to his air shows. I grew up 45 minutes from Latrobe, where he was from, and went to his air shows every year with my father.
Yeah.
And he was not discharged for that.
Yeah, he wasn't actually. He was in the Coast Guard, and he got out for something else. But yeah, that's the answer. You're a winner, buddy. I'm going to put you on hold.
Hey, at least he knew, Jimmy.
He knew. Yeah, for sure.
Not a wild guess.
Good thing he went last.
He did a short stint in the Coast Guard, but never in the Air Force, which is kind of weird because he's known for flying. You know, obviously that's one of his things. I think he owned 4 or 5 planes and a helicopter. It'd be nothing to be out there playing and see him bopping around the golf course, over the golf course in his chopper. A couple other things about Arnold Palmer as we celebrate Mr. Palmer coming up for the tournament this few weeks away. He proposed to his wife, Winnie, after knowing her for 4 days.
Whoa.
They were married 45 years until her death.
Wow.
4 days later, and he proposed, and they were together for 45 years. When you know, right?
Yeah.
He was the Associated Press's Athlete of the Decade for the 1960s.
No bother applying, just.
And by the way, if you've ever played out there in the last thing here, if you've ever played out at the tournament or at the golf course at all, it doesn't even matter if you're there for the tournament or whatever. If you're just playing the golf course any day, you have to take your hat off when you go into the locker room or the grill room. Mr. Palmer had a very, very strict rule. He expects gentlemen to take their hats off indoors. It's still a clubhouse rule to this day, and even in the grill room. So even the top pros that you see playing, when they walk into those rooms, out of respect for Mr. Palmer, they remove their hats. It's always been that way, and you will get reminded.
That's cool.
It is kind of cool. I was lucky enough to have been around him a couple times, had lunch in the grill room after the shootout, and the funny part is the table I was sitting at as a guest was a big table. I think there were 10 people at the table, and everybody there more impressive than the next, right? Matter of fact, I'll tell you the neat little story before we get into what's going to happen here on Raw Sauce, as we have a couple seconds. We're going around the table. I was invited by a buddy of mine, Jimmy. We're going around the table, and we're kind of just talking to people. They're all very talkative, and everybody's a little bit older. And I just try to strike up a conversation because they're interested in my job, because a lot of them listen, and they were just kind of, they're interested in it. And I said, well, enough, I talk about this all the time. What do you guys do? I said, let me just, you sir, what do you do? And the whole table starts laughing. And I'm like, well, that's interesting. I said, well, why? And he's just very sheepish. He wouldn't say anything. He just had kind of a wry smile. And, somebody says, Mr. So-and-so, I forget his name. Mr. So-and-so is in the beverage business. And I said, oh, okay, that's cool. I mean, I got business good. And again, a mild laugh from the table. And he goes, Mr. So-and-so owns Rolling Rock Beer.
Oh.
Which is in Latrobe, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And that guy helped finance Palmer's career. Fast forward 5 minutes after that story, Arnold Palmer comes walking through the grill room with his tray that he's got his stuff in, and he walks up to the table, and that guy turns and says, sorry, buddy, no room at the inn. And Mr. Palmer goes and sits at a table by himself and eats his lunch.
Oh, dang.
No.
It was kind of an inside joke with those guys because they are all such ballers or whatever, but there was none of that pretentiousness with people like that. They all had a great sense of humor, and it was actually a really cool story. I've told only a couple times, but there you go. Ross, what's coming up for thoughts, brother?
And my fiance did something to me last night that I looked at her and I said, we are going to keep that up. We're going to cut that out right now. I liked it, couldn't do it.
So you said you liked it, and we're going to keep that up, and then you said we have to stop.
Cut it out.
Yeah. I'm saying I liked it, but I can't have that keep going.
Okay, well, let's find out what that is next.
I'm intrigued.
Extremely.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call ClausmanLaw.com.
A crash slowing things down on 417. This is northbound between Airport Boulevard and County Road 46. The right lane is blocked here. It's stop and go still south on 429 between Sinclair Road and I-4, as well as westbound I-4 between Fairbanks Avenue and Ivanhoe Boulevard, as well as between US 192 and Osceola Polkline Road. Eastbound slow right near 536. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center. I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by I-4 Express.
You want to spend your time on what matters most. Soon you'll have a new, more reliable option to get where you need to go on I-4. With I-4 Express, you can choose how you travel on the busiest interstate in Central Florida. Learn more at i4express.com.
Tools help us tackle all kinds of challenges. The same goes for financial tools, like an Amscot cash advance. Up to $500 when you need it, with no credit check. Get started at amscot.com.
Amscot.
Some restrictions apply.
Finding the right person for the job isn't easy. Just ask someone who hired their personal trainer as a caterer.
All right, folks, let's keep this line moving. You there with the Toms. Picking up one Duchess potato at a time will not cut it at my catering table. Drop and give me 50.
But if you've got an insurance question, you can always count on your local Geico agent. They can bundle your policies, which could save you hundreds.
Okay, this is what we call the wild mushroom and asparagus dip, and press. Come on, let's get those plates above your heads.
For expert help with all your insurance needs, visit geico.com/local today.
This is Robert Palmer, president of RP Funding. With home values at an all-time high, it's a great time to turn your home equity into the cash you need and get a closing cost credit from RP Funding. Visit rpfunding.com.
Terms and conditions apply. Unless 7168 Equal Housing.
If you've been involved in a slip and fall accident and are not sure of your legal options, call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 and take back control of your life.
Office in Orlando. The military community is no stranger to the saying, prepare for the worst and hope for the best. But that's easier said than done, right? That's where USAA can help. Between juggling extracurriculars, finding time for grocery runs, and the hoops of every day, it can be hard to think beyond this weekend, let alone figure out life insurance. That's why USAA Life Insurance Company has made getting a quote quick and easy. USAA has your back with budget-friendly coverage options so you can keep on keeping on while they help protect the ones that matter most to you. USAA, what you're made of, we're made for. Visit USAA.com/life to get started. Life insurance and annuities provided by USAA Life Insurance Company. San Antonio, Texas. All insurance products are subject to state availability, issue limitations, and contractual terms and conditions.
The best thing about working at Fair & Farah is all of the employees. We all work together. It's extremely enjoyable to come to work every day.
There's a common cause or goal. No matter what your job is, we're all there for the client.
We are dedicated to our clients 100%. We do everything it takes to maximize the value of their claims.
Fair & Fair is really the Farah family. When they choose us, they choose a family to fight for them and to protect them and to make sure that they're in a good place and that they have somebody on their side.
Farah & Farah, here for you, here for good. Orlando.
Today, I'll prepare my family's favorite dish, arroz con pollo, with tomatoes, onions, corn, and...
Instead of green peas, let's try edamame to see how it turns out.
And instead of white rice, 2 cups of Mahatma basmati rice. Why not?
Shh, Grandma better not hear me.
Rejuvenate traditions with the fluffy texture and aromatic flavor of Mahatma rice. For those who don't follow the recipe, unfollow la receta with Mahatma rice.
Is your current home loan the right fit for you? Your historic low rates may be a great reason to refinance, but when matched with an expertly chosen loan from Loan Depot, you could be saving money and paying more towards the bottom line. Call a Loan Depot loan officer and ask about our 27-year Smart Term loan or our 10-year ARM loan. Get a great rate matched with a great loan by calling 866-888-LOAN or visit loandepot.com. At Loan Depot, home means everything. Rates are subject to change. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing opportunity. NMLS number 174457. Licensed in all 50 states.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. But not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/trial. That's ZipRecruiter.com/trial.
When you owe the IRS or state sales tax and can't pay, call J. David Tax Law for effective tax help. J. David Tax Law can stop IRS or state collection actions and protect you from financial ruin. Call J. David Tax Law for a no-cost consultation at 407-603-3962. That's 407-603-3962 or at jdavidtaxlaw.com. Peace of mind is only a click or phone call away.
Are you 65 or older, diagnosed with heart failure, and still experiencing unresolved symptoms? Then this message may be for you. Other symptoms like carpal tunnel syndrome or gastrointestinal problems could be a sign of something more serious, like transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy, or ATTR-CM for short. ATTR-CM is a rare and life-threatening disease that worsens over time, so it's important to recognize the signs and talk to your doctor. For more information, visit attrcmfacts.com. Brought to you by Pfizer.
Local or long distance, when it's time to move, let Cento Family Moving and Storage move you. CentoMoving.com.
Experience Celtic Women's Marad Nesbitt, Saturday, February 19th at the Mount Dora Community Building as part of the Mount Dora Scottish Highland Festival, sponsored by Visit Lake. Seating is limited. Get your tickets now at mountdorascott.com. That's mountdorascott.com.
Save time and money with the aluminum fence in a box from Fence Outlet. It comes with everything you need to easily install it yourself with 0 down and 0% financing. Go to fenceoutlet.com today for more information and store locations. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind studio. Your accident, your future, your attorney. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or call pound 546 from your cell. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, BANK, B-A-N-K, BANK. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Your 6 o'clock keyword is BANK, B-A-N-K. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your shot at $1,000. Again, 6 o'clock keyword is BANK. Good luck. We would love to see you win that dough for sure. Welcome back. I am Jim. Deb and Jack are here as well. Let's get some Ross thoughts.
Open them up. It's weird.
Shoot the gap.
It's funny. Sometimes it's Ross. Spelled like sauce. It's Ross Thoughts. Let's just go right for the jugular, man. Let's cut right to the chase.
All right. Well, let's actually watch Jack choke to death first.
No kidding.
He's over here. I like how he chokes on something, and now he sounds like he's going to sell us a fake watch.
I know, like he's a gangster. No kidding. Come on, get on with it. Hey, no kidding. What am I supposed to be doing?
Last night, I go ahead. I'm super cute. I'm just cuting it up for Valentine's Day. I'm just adorable. Because I'm holding my dog. I am big spooning my dog. And she's a cuddler. She's a little cuddle thug.
Set the tone though. Where is this happening?
On my bed.
Okay, so you're lying in bed Valentine's night. You guys didn't go out. You're just spending your time at home.
We did go out. We went ahead and got some tamales. Phenomenal tamales.
Oh, yeah.
Love a good tamale. It was a black bean tamale and a cheese tamale. But I digress.
Yeah,
I don't feel like sweating right now, so I got to stop talking about tamales because they get me hot and bothered.
I feel you, buddy.
Or as I like to call it, they get me hoboed.
I've got a
two
name
letters,
for you.
Both words.
I got a tamale name for you. The guy makes them that you can take them home and make them whenever you want. They're amazing. Like beyond good.
Okay, all right.
I'll hook you up.
My little tamale plug.
Dude, I'm swear he'll deliver them to you as well.
This music is weird. However, I will continue on because I'm big spoon.
You're spooning, yeah.
I'm big spooning.
A dog.
Now, when you say big spooning, is that different than just regular spooning? I'm not really sure.
Well, what position you're in?
Yeah, the dog is facing. We're both facing the same direction. We're facing against the wall.
And Ross is behind the dog. He's the big spoon. He's the big spoon. Dog's the little spoon.
Yeah. Dog is little.
Got it.
The tiniest of spoons, like a souvenir spoon, because it's a dog. It's tiny.
Oh, like you went on a trip and you bought it at the airport.
Exactly.
Just there in your pasty belly, just kind of tucked in there.
I'm wearing a shirt.
Thank God. But that's all.
And
What?
also
Straight Porky picking it on Valentine's night, dude. I
With
love it.
the dog.
Keep going.
my dog is also wearing a shirt at this moment.
But that's all.
Because listen, guys, I'm not just good at golf. I also got T-shirts for my dogs. White, Caucasian. I gotta fulfill some stereotypes.
Mm-hmm.
How am I a white guy if I don't have any clothes for my dogs?
That's a very good point. For your Papillon, nonetheless.
So cute, so adorable. I got her a little Santa tutu. I digress. Because as I'm big spooning my dog, right?
Okay.
Here comes my fiance, and then she big spoons the big spoon.
Aww.
Oh, wow.
No, Jack, because there's not a...
Oh, you're the cream in this Oreo.
That's
the
right.
cream in the Oreo.
Hey. And you even match the color.
Yeah, and you match. Oh, you are you are a creamy Oreo.
He is. He's the creamy center.
So I go ahead, and I'm like, all right, I think I can lie and make this work. I think I can show off that I'm super comfortable in this sandwich of family love, because that's what it is. But I ain't trying to be the meat in the sandwich of love. I'm not trying to be, a sheet of lettuce, tomato, and turkey. That's not me. That's not what I'm trying to do. So I kind of politely take off her arm and then just big spoon her. So I big spoon my fiance, and she was like, that was weird. I was like, I'm a big spoon. I'm the biggest big spoon that there is.
You had to put the little spoon back in her place.
You have control issues.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
No. You have control issues. You could not stand for your fiance
to be the big spoon.
To be the big spoon there.
So let it be known, okay? Yeah, whatever. Control issues or whatnot. It just felt like
you were out of place. It didn't feel like that was her role.
Yeah. She big spooned the biggest spoon, and this spoon wasn't happy. So let me just come out and say that I think out of us four, I am the most passionate big spoon out on the show. I would big spoon all of you.
Okay, firstly, there will be no making out with your ring, nor will they be big spooning featuring Jim in any way, shape, or form. But I'm a spooner.
So
you saw me in action with my dog.
Yeah.
You know I'm a spooner.
Yeah, but that also, you're tapping out, though. You're saying that there's no spooning available, which is exactly what a little spoon would say.
I don't even know what you're saying.
I don't think so, because I think your little spoon had very, very much protested to being put back in the teaspoon position.
I agree. And let me tell you this, Deborah.
You're agreeing?
I have a tiny spoon. I've got a tiny spoon. We just saw her.
You don't want to say that, Jimmy.
But what I'm saying is, no, but stick with me. Nobody would have thought that unless you said it.
Well, now he saved it as a drop.
So, I've got a tiny spoon, clearer version.
Yeah, no, it shows.
And I keep it in Mexico.
Yeah.
But, if I'm spooning my little spoon, and my little spoon, my medium spoon, comes up to cuddle me, and I'm in between, dude, that's a win. That is a win across the board. Are you kidding?
See, that's what I'm talking about. I'm the bigger spoon. If you and me hugged on a bed, not cuddling.
It doesn't matter. You just said hugged on a bed. It could be
with Jim.
At that point, we might be covered in Vaseline with collars.
It's a
and a gag ball.
It's a hypothetical here, guys.
I'm sorry.
What are we doing?
I'm sorry.
I'm just saying that I'm the big spoon out of us two, at the very least.
Let me ask you this.
You're a soup spoon compared to I'm like a salad spoon at a dinner party. I'm way big. I'm the biggest spoon that I know.
So you're saying that the spoon identity in your house can never change?
Yeah.
You're always the big spoon, she's always the little spoon, and then you have the tiny spoon.
Yeah, it's the one 1950s things about me.
So at no point can your fiance be on the outside and you be on the inside or in the middle of a spooning scenario. You will remove her from that scenario and reposition.
I'll tap out after a minute. You got a minute tops of little spooning this big spoon.
Is this coming off very misogynist to you guys?
It's coming off that I don't like my back sweaty.
Well, I mean, sometimes you have to make sacrifices. What if she loves her stomach sweaty?
What if she wants to put him on her back?
Maybe she doesn't like her back sweaty.
Just accept that I'm the biggest spoon.
Well, I think what you're misunderstanding is we don't think you are.
Yeah.
We think that is a malleable term in most households, that the person can determine the big or little spoon position at any given moment.
How did your little spoon react to you putting your little spoon back in her place?
What about her needs?
How her feelings? Thank you, Jack.
Are we talking about my dog or my fiance?
Your fiance.
Oh, you put the dog before the fiance.
How could you mix them up, Ross?
Okay, listen, Jack. I know what you're doing. I know what Jack is doing, and I know what Deb is doing.
Supporting you.
You are not. You are not supporting this big spoon needs.
Just like we did when you ate the baby. We're supporting you.
Yes.
I'm supporting your...
We're trying to help you avoid future problems with this type of thinking.
Exactly. And knowing what a strong-minded, strong-willed, independent woman that you are getting ready to marry is not going to tolerate simply being told, sorry, you're always going to be the smaller spoon. I think she's going to cause her to pick up a power tool and put you in your place.
Listen, she likes being little spooned.
Okay.
She likes being the little spoon. She wants to be held. She wants to feel comfortable.
Are you talking about the dog again?
And protected.
You're talking about the dog.
I'm talking about my fiance.
How did she?
I'm a world-class big spooner.
Hold on.
You know when you go into an Italian restaurant and they have that wooden spoon and wooden fork?
that giant one. Yeah.
That's me.
Okay.
I'm the giant wooden spoon at Olive Gardens.
We get it. You're a fan. How do you think she felt when you moved her hand? Like if my wife came and lay next to me and put her arms around me, I'm going to readjust that?
Yeah, I did it seductively.
Did you? Well, tell me how. Because
then why'd she say that was weird?
Because that's your seductive. You need to work on that, dude.
I didn't share that detail.
You most certainly did.
What was your response to that, by the way, when she said, well, that was weird? I mean, where do you go from there?
I said, get over it. I'm the big spoon. You got to go. I didn't say that.
The other thing you said was, I just...
Listen, she's got to know what's up. I'm going to big spoon.
Does she know?
Yeah.
I know women in 2022 loving hearing that.
Yeah, being held.
Wouldn't John Hamm be the big spoon for her?
John Hamm is her celebrity pass.
Oh, yeah.
That's her big Italian spoon on the wall.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm the big Italian spoon on the wall. I'm like, when you get a crock pot and you got to get all the vegetables out, that's a big-ass spoon. And it's got holes in it to let the juices run through.
Or your love.
Ooh.
Don't ooh that. That wasn't even a burn. This is
a burn.
This is
your love runs through.
You are letting your love run through the slots in your spoon of love.
Oh, Ross.
I don't even know what Disney movie that was from, but it sounded like it was from one.
I'll check my resources.
You know what you guys are? You guys are chopsticks. You guys are probably terrible to cuddle with. You're not good cuddlers.
Are you
excellent
kidding?
Cuddler.
I don't think Bradshaw's a good cuddler because he's too jerky.
Whoa!
I bet Deborah is a ball of dough.
Nah,
just a
world
cuddle.
class.
I think she's a cuddle monster. Are you kidding?
Like white
I
on
am.
rice.
You know I am. I am listen to me. I got a lot to cuddle with here, buddy. I'm a world-class cuddler.
That sounds very sweaty, though.
It's not sweaty. I've got the hair that keeps the
it wicks away the moisture.
Yeah. I have moisture wicking. I have hair by Umbro or whatever the hell it is. Under Armour.
It keeps her at bay.
What?
There's a layer of hair between them.
It's like bubble wrap.
Yeah, hair is going to heat it up. You don't put on a wool jacket because it's warm outside.
You're missing. Look, you don't know anything about evolution. You don't know anything about the human body. This hair is designed for cuddling. That's the whole idea. Keeping each other warm during the winter without the sweat, because you can't have that or you'll freeze.
Over here saying I don't know anything about evolution, and I'm the one non-religious person on this show.
That doesn't mean you know anything about the evolution.
Yeah, you got the islands.
Okay.
You got Galapagos.
Who was the scientist who discovered it?
Darwin.
Okay, he does get that one.
Look at that. I think his first name was Charles, or as his friends called him, Chuck.
His first name was Stanton.
Over here making me second guess it. You guys are chopsticks. You guys are chopstick cuddlers. I'm the big spoon around here.
You're the worst.
I wish your voice was lower when you said that.
And I look at my fiance, and I did. I looked
see
at
the
her,
disappointment?
I said, listen. If this is a Pizza Hut buffet, I'm the big spoon in the salad bar. All right? You get it right, punk.
Oh, man. You are using some caustic language to your fiance.
Hello, Valentine's.
So don't you ever little spoon me.
Very, very decisive.
Very masculine.
That is a very, that's a demanding voice.
You know it. Those are your Ross thoughts. I'm the wooden spoon at the Italian restaurant. I'm out.
This is one of those times I would hope that she was. I would love to hear her side of that story.
Yes.
There are a few things you say. That's one I would really love to hear her perspective of that story. I really would.
She's on hold and she's coming up next.
Hell yeah!
She's not. That's just spreading rumors.
Get her on the phone, man.
Make it happen, Ross.
The people want an answer.
Prove you're the big
no
spoon.
question.
Yeah,
I think the most intriguing question asked right now is her perspective on how that event actually went down.
Prove you're the big spoon, Ross. Get her on the phone.
Oh,
tell her you're going to come on the phone and you're going to talk, whether you like it or not.
Because you're the big wooden spoon.
Yeah.
I am mahogany.
You're the Olive Garden spoon.
I'm oak.
There's a lot of things you are. Mahogany
is not.
Oh, I'm so mahogany. I'm out. Peace.
All right, 407-916-1041. Jesus, dude, you're killing me.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7. It's a corporate time with Tom and Dan, brought to you by Gringos Locos and Secured Roofing and Restoration.com. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James, Miguel, Mikey, and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price.
Authorities still working to clear an accident further north on 417 between Airport Boulevard and County Road 46A. The right lane is still blocked. It's also stop and go south on 429 between Sinclair Road and I-4. I-4 still a solid ride westbound between Fairbanks Avenue and Ivanhoe Boulevard, and also between US 192 and Osceola Polk Line Road. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center. I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Audible. Make this the winter of you with Audible. Listen to the best of what you love, from comedy to wellness to the latest bestsellers. Find it all at Audible, with audiobooks, exclusive originals, and popular podcasts. Start listening free when you sign up at audible.com.
Mortgage rates are still at record lows. Don't miss out. Visit homeloansradio.com and get a free quote.
We buy any car. We buy any car. We buy any car. Any.
Did you know trading in your car at a dealer could cost you money? A recent study found consumers who trade in their car pay an average of $990 more. So don't trade in. Sell it to We Buy Any Car. Learn more and get your free online valuation now at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Find out how much your car's worth at We Buy Any Car.
Home values are on the rise, so now is a great time to buy a new home or refinance your current home. Need extra cash for home improvements or to pay off debt? Simcoe Home Loans can help. Zero lender origination fees and a free appraisal with every closed loan. That's nearly $2,000 you keep in your pocket. Call Simcoe now to see how we can save you money. The call is free and you could put thousands of dollars a year back in your pocket. Visit simcohomeloans.com or call us now at 407-813-2700. That's 407-813-2700. Simcoe Home Loans, NMLS 2103-818. Equal housing opportunity. Call for additional cost information. Other restrictions may apply.
When life-changing events happen, it helps to have an attorney on your side. At those moments, Kramer Law is here to help take the burden off your shoulders. If you've been injured in an auto, truck, or motorcycle accident, Kramer Law is here to take care of you every step of the way. We charge you nothing unless we recover money for you. No matter what the legal issue, we're here to go to bat for you. Kramer Law. OneFirmForLife.com. Offices Altamont Springs.
Let's talk about your mortgage. Is it possible you're paying too much? If you're not sure, it's time to make the 10-minute call to American Financing, Florida's home for home loans. Hey, it's Angel, and I like American Financing because their process starts with a free mortgage review. So there's no pressure, no obligation, no upfront or hidden fees. Just a simple conversation around ways that you can save up to $1,000 a month. That's right, a month. Maybe it's a lower rate, shorter term, or paying off high-interest debt. The salary-based mortgage consultants will look at all of the options and more, helping you decide if a refinance is right for you. If you start soon, you'll be able to skip 2 mortgage payments, creating greater upfront savings. So what are you waiting for? Pre-qualify for free by calling 407-686-1550. That's 407-686-1550. Or visit AmericanFinancing.net. NMLS 182334, NMLSConsumerAccess.org.
Gorgeous gaming, stunning streams, unbelievable bandwidth. Welcome to another Lifestyles of Gagillionaires. Meet the AT&T Fiber customers winning at life with hyper-gig speeds. Say hello to the Walkers, a family of not one but 4 Gagillionaires, each living up their Gagillionaire life at ludicrous internet speed. First up, Anna Walker. She dominates streaming like the matriarch she is. No show ever goes unwatched under her watch.
Next episode.
Next up, Peter Walker. There's no stopping this dad bod from showing up to his virtual workout sessions.
Let's go leg day.
And finally, the Walker twins. They may look alike but couldn't internet more differently. Harry dominates his fellow online gamers while Heather group video chats with friends.
Ooh, nice background filter, Jess.
Live like a Gagillionaire. Get internet that upgrades everything. AT&T Fiber, now with speeds up to 5 gigs.
Limited availability in select areas. Speeds not guaranteed. Single device wired speed. Max 4.7 gig per second. Visit att.com/hypergig for details.
Having trouble with your AC? Call our friends at Mills Air, 407-277-1159. With 30 years of experience, they can certainly help you out. Carrier factory authorized dealers with up to $1,275 in rebates towards that brand new Carrier unit. Family owned and operated, it's millsair.com.
Daytona's always been huge. So huge, in fact, that it can't be confined to one weekend. No, it deserves a whole week. A speed week. With 5 days of NASCAR-level racing. History in the making and entertainment that's the envy of the nation. Daytona Speed Weeks, presented by Advent Health. February 16th through the 20th. Get your tickets today at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Whether it's a mopped floor, a spilled drink, or even a few drops of rain, a slippery situation at a store or business can cause a dangerous slip and fall. If you've suffered injuries in a slip and fall, call Fair and Farah. Our team of investigators will examine the facts to determine if the business was negligent. When it comes to slip and fall cases, the burden of proof is on the injury victim, so contact us right away. When you fall hard, we fight harder. Fair and Farah, Orlando.
Know why we made the free iHeartRadio app?
Why?
So you can bring your favorite radio station, just like this one, and thousands of others with you everywhere you go, right on your phone, along with tons of specially curated playlists to fit any mood or activity, from chilling out to working out. Ooh, and podcasts, literally hundreds of thousands of them. True crime thrillers, the latest headline news, sports, you'll find plenty of podcasts that are perfect for you. So start listening free now when you download the iHeartRadio app. Discover music, radio, and podcasts you'll love.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Your 6 o'clock keyword is bank, B-A-N-K. Just go to realradio.fm and send that away. Your keyword is bank. Good luck. We want you to win that money for sure. Also, if you haven't had a chance to check out our blog, JimColbertLive.com, some really crazy stuff up there. Somebody did text in a possible explanation for what happened in that video in Mexico. If you haven't seen it yet, simply amazing. Security camera catches thousands of birds falling out of the sky. Some guy says it's like a microburst. You would have to look at that, though, because microbursts are usually associated with storms and stuff.
Yeah, and those skies were clear.
Skies were clear, no rain, no nothing. So pretty amazing, though. That's at JimColbertLive.com. Also, the bicycle chase in the airport, which is now making national news because the headline reads, Orlando police chase a drunk woman on a motorized suitcase on bicycle through the airport.
Of course.
It does not even remotely wander from that explanation. That's exactly what happens. And it's fun to watch. JimColbertLive.com. All right, welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here. Is that true? Do we have this person?
And, she wanted to call in and be like, listen, they don't believe you. They're acting like real chopsticks. And I was like, thank you for getting, the insult.
So if you're just tuning in, Ross, in his Ross Thoughts, had a situation where he was on the bed spooning with his dog, and then his fiance slid in behind him and spooned, so he would be the middle of the spoon.
And Olivia would have been the big spoon.
And Olivia would have been the big spoon at that point, and he did not care for it. He actually moved her arm after a minute and readjusted so he could be the big spoon. It seems to be a big thing for him.
Yeah, no, it's a massive thing. I enjoy being the big spoon. I think it's an honor, and I take the role very seriously.
Well, I have to tell you, I'm interested because we said the one perspective we would love to hear in this story is your fiancée, Olivia, and is she on the phone with us?
She is right now.
Hi, Olivia. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you guys doing?
We're doing wonderfully. You know, this is becoming an all too
frequent
familiar and frequent occurrence that we're having to talk to you to clear something up on the air regards to Ross.
Tell him, babe.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm not surprised. There's a lot of things to clear up about him.
Okay, so we can get to that later down the year. Let's meet this out.
That's not an insult. That wasn't an insult. That's a sign of love and affection.
It sounded exactly like that. So explain the situation that he talked about with the spooning thing. And you told him that was weird. Explain this to us.
Yeah, so it was the end of the night, and he had already gone to bed before me, and I walked into the bedroom, and he was spooning our dog, Hazel. And I was like, okay, well, it's Valentine's Day. That's a little, whatever. All right. So I walk in there, and I crawl into bed with him, and I was trying to be all romantic, and I snuggled up, and I big spooned him because he loves it.
Oh. What do you mean?
Oh. What was that?
What do you mean he loves it?
No. He he didn't flick my hand away. Like, he grabbed my hand and wrapped it and pulled it down onto his chest.
Oh,
because he loves being the little spoon. So don't let him fool you guys. Like,
what?
I'm big spoon all day.
Ross likes to jetpack. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah,
She just said to you.
Smaller, so he can be the little spoon.
She just in your face said that she is the big spoon of the house,
but babe,
and that you are the little spoon, and more importantly, that you like being the little spoon.
There's nothing wrong with it, Ross. Just accept it.
There's nothing to accept. I don't accept being the little spoon. And if I am the little spoon, it's because I am a caring and loving fiance, and I'm trying to give my lady what she wants, which is...
Well, what's that?
I love you.
Well, your tone has changed quite a bit, buddy. I got to tell you, this is two different conversations. A minute ago, he was pretty puffed up about this big spoon thing.
Yeah, the giant spoon on the wall of the Olive Garden.
Two different Rosses. I mean, before he was talking about, putting you in your place.
Woo. No, I think he was talking about the dog the whole time. He doesn't want to be the littlest spoon. He has to be like the medium little spoon.
I don't know if I heard it that way.
No, I'm the Italian restaurant wooden spoon here. And then, babe, tell these chopsticks about how. But then I big spooned you, right?
I don't think you should be calling anybody chopsticks. I don't think that's a good thing. But no,
that's a good point.
You guys, it's not derogatory.
It's Asian hate.
I'm not calling you guys. Are
Asian hate. Right?
Don't bring that on my show.
Cultural appropriation. What are you doing?
Exactly what I need.
Yeah, let's cancel Ross.
I'm calling you guys chopsticks because you guys are terrible spoons. That's why you guys are chopsticks.
This is genuinely one of the more bizarre conversations I've had while doing this.
Yeah.
This spoon thing.
Yeah, no. If Ross is the big Italian spoon, then I'm like the ladle, I guess. Whatever's bigger than.
You mean the spoon that can go inside the spoon? That one?
I've thought about this. The Italian wooden spoon restaurants are the biggest spoons.
Not bigger than a ladle.
Now, what spoon would John Hamm be?
Oh my God.
Oh, he would be a very big spoon.
Oh no, he'd be a fork, wouldn't he? Oh, yeah.
That's what the internet says.
But I'm like
big old fork.
I'm a bigger big spoon, right?
Tiger shrimp.
Is she still there?
I think she opened up a door.
Or got possessed.
Listen, this is what I love about my girl, is that she knows deep down inside that I am as attractive, if not more attractive, than her Hollywood crush in John Hamm.
Get out of here. How did it even go to that?
Honey, you are so handsome.
Get out of here
Oh,
with this.
do you all speak women?
That was great.
Because that was like a pat on the head to a little boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right,
you're
exactly.
so handsome,
Oh, you just kissed. Oh, that's a nice little kiss on the forehead you just gave him.
Sweet.
Ross, why
What was that?
don't you go play while I hand her Mr. Fork?
He's my handsome big spoon.
Oh,
I am. See, I'm the handsome big spoon.
Well, this sounds like as dysfunctional a relationship as you can have.
Nice.
Oh, come on down to the salad bar. We have a large selection of spoons in our household.
Oh my goodness.
He said that.
Yeah, honey.
He said he doesn't like his back being sweaty, and I said, "Well, have you ever thought that she may like her stomach being sweaty?"
Yeah, no, that's why he wears t-shirts.
Oh God! Oh, you guys are so. Let's draw this scene up. Here's the scene: Ross and his dog Porky Pigging it, and then his fiance jumps in bed to spoon him. He shoves that away because there's no way he's going to ruin the Porky Pig moment that he's having with his animal. And then repositions you.
No. He repositioned me to be the bigger spoon.
Yeah. She's saying it's the opposite of how Ross explained.
Yeah, see.
And he really pulled her in tighter.
Yeah.
That's not how I remember it.
Well, listen, Olivia, we appreciate this because Ross seems to have a trouble with the truth sometimes, and it breaks my heart.
Well, yeah, it's sad, but I'll let him be the big spoon tonight.
Oh, well, there you go, Ross.
Oh, all right.
It's a win for the king.
Boy.
A win for the king.
Take pictures. We need web hits.
You're not going to let me do anything. I'm just going to do it.
Man, you beat me to it. I was going, she's going to let you do that, Ross, and then give you a kiss on the forehead.
Yeah, I'm going to do whatever I want.
You sure are.
You hear that?
Yeah, I do hear that. Very good.
Yeah.
Olivia, as always, thank you very much for tolerating us. We appreciate
Olivia.
Bye, guys.
it. Enjoy your little spooning tonight. And by that, I mean big spooning.
Nice lady.
She's a nice lady.
You guys hear that?
Yeah.
Her saying that I'm the best big spoon?
She talked a lot about John Hamm, buddy. I'm going to be down honest with you.
Yeah.
She brought up John
voice
Hamm
changed?
out of nowhere, and her voice did change. It went into a mode that yeah, you can hear that.
Definitely.
John Hamm.
Yeah. Whenever she brings up John Hamm, it kind of becomes like a tropical forest or something.
Do you have something you can combat her with when she says the John Hamm thing? Can you throw out anybody that would get her goat like that?
Ooh, man, I got some big celebrity crushes. Fran Dresser.
Yep.
Huge fan.
Mm-hmm.
No, in all serious, I would say, God, Margot Robbie is really attractive.
Yeah.
I like Eliza Dushku.
Okay.
But it's a real unfortunate last name.
Yeah, it is. It's tragic, actually.
Loved her on Buffy, though.
All right, she had the option to change that and stuck with it. So she's going to roll with that one.
Also, Jennifer Love Hewitt when I was a kid.
Yeah,
I was at that perfect age, middle school, that I'm just like, oh my God, boobs. Boobs.
She did a movie with Gene Hackman and Sigourney Weaver about being a con person. Sigourney Weaver was supposed to be her mom, and they were looking for men that they could long con.
Yeah.
I forget the name of it, but that was that's one of the last movies, and it's old. I mean, it's got to be 10, 12 years old, but she looked really good in that movie. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know her from anything else. That's literally the only thing I know her from.
Also,
wasn't she on one of those shows like 90210 or something like that?
I don't remember
Dawson's
that.
Creek or something?
Now, this could be real weird. I'm good. There's another actress that has made me like, that is a very pretty woman.
When you say made you do something and then change that, what do you mean make you?
Well, I just find this individual attractive, but it's also the first time where she is younger than me, and it's a Hollywood celebrity.
Okay.
Sydney Sweeney.
Oh, yeah. She's getting a lot of press right now for some stuff. I've seen her a lot recently.
Find her very attractive. But
she's
then,
on that show that she's on right now with all the drugs and stuff?
Euphoria.
Yeah, she's on Euphoria, right.
So she's on that show, but she's also 24, which I'm like, all right, I'm good. That's 8 years difference in the sense of finding someone attractive. But if I correct me if I'm wrong here, though, if I'm 50... Help me out here, Jim. There all of a sudden starts becoming like rules.
Yeah,
like,
there's
I would
you
think that
you
can't come out and say like, oh yeah, no, she's.
You don't. At my age, you don't look at. I mean, look, this is just my thing. At my age, I don't look at 25-year-old girls as in that way because I have kids that old. So I mean, that's it. To me, that's just I don't know. That's just a little.
It's
feels
weird,
skeevy.
right?
Yeah, it's a little skeevy. I think that's a good word to look at it. Skeevy. And to be honest with you, they're girls. I'm not I'm a grown man. Women. My wife is a woman. She's not a girl. She has no girly aspect to her whatsoever, and that's what's attractive. And that's not attractive at all.
Yeah, I disagree. I think
you're 32 and she's 24. That's doable. I mean, from 54 to 22 or whatever. That's gross.
Yeah, there's got
30 years.
There's
what could have happened in between her and I.
What's the youngest age that somebody can look at an actress and go, "Oh yeah, super hot," and have it not come out?
Like, I'm thinking your age. I'm
Right?
thinking at 30, 31, 32, you could see a 25 or 24-year-old actress and claim that she's a good-looking woman and hot, and it would not seem creepy. I would think, like, by 35, if you're doing that,
it gets a little
keeping
dicey,
tabs.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're keeping tabs at that point.
You're Harvey Weinsteining it.
Yeah.
I'll give you an example.
Real weird.
Like, my wife thinks that Charlize Theron is a beautiful woman, and
She's
I
gorgeous.
agree. And not only because she's a beautiful woman, she's actually a really cool she's kind of a broad.
Yeah.
Which makes her kind of attractive. She's not very girly or anything like that. She's kind of a broad. So
How you doing?
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Does she get upset when you mention that she finds like she's got like that John Hamm thing?
No.
Does that bother you at all? Does that bother you?
No.
Just because the possibility of that is never happening?
Not at all.
Yeah. Doesn't bother you, huh? Not a nick in your ego at all?
No nick. No ego.
You know how old Charlize Theron is?
She is 51 or 2.
Ooh, overshot it. 46.
46.
Wow.
Yeah. Still looks amazing. Saw her get her Hollywood star driving through L.A. on a vacation out there and going right down Sunset Strip. And they were moving the traffic out of the way, and we stopped and asked a cop as we were kind of inching our way around what's going on. And the cop said Charlize Theron is getting her Hollywood Star of Fame thing done, her star on the Walk of Fame. And so we go to park and get lucky, find a parking spot, and walk right up, and we're like, literally 35 feet from her.
Wow.
She's standing there. And I mean, here's the thing with people like that, when they look like that there was probably 4,000 people there, and you could have picked her out. You could have walked somebody up there blindfolded, taken the blindfold off. He would have found her in 10 seconds. It's different.
Yep.
Quite a hullabaloo out there.
Should be.
407-916-1041.
Get something to drink.
Text us.
Man.
We'll finish up this hullabaloo.
Text us at 77031. Back with more of the Jim Colbert Show. We'll do last call right after this. Load them up for that.
Mahogany.
Make us think or make it funny. Just make it good. Get on board now for last call on the Jim Colbert Show. 407-916-1041.
This Real Radio 1041 weather report sponsored by Rude Air Conditioning, powered by Ferguson HVAC.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. Couple of mild days ahead and breezy, becoming downright warm by the end of the week with 80s making a big return, mid and upper 80s at that. Tonight down to 57 on the mild side. Tomorrow 75 degrees, beautiful. 81 Thursday, 86 to 88 on Friday. There is a 20% chance for a few showers, followed by a cooler weekend with highs in the lower to middle 70s, but still pleasant. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Blue Stream Fiber.
HOA and condo board members, are you looking to bring fiber optics to your community? Ensure your community is ready for the future with reliable fiber internet, world-class TV, and smart home services. Visit bluestreamfiber.com/bulk today.
Well, the Ding Dong Doorbell Company did it again. This time their cloud service went down, not only rendering all their security devices useless, it also affected other apps on the customer's internet, disrupted lives, and compromised their security. SafeTouch has been warning customers about this possibility. Not only have they been listening to your conversation, spying on your cameras, and selling your personal info, now they shut down your security devices and apps inside your home. Like SafeTouch Security always says, don't trust any DIY security device. Don't do it, man. Just join thousands of people, SafeTouch customers, customers that have made the smart choice. Get that two-way communicator and know that you have the fastest response by your emergency authorities. The 24/7 cameras alert you by text, video notifications at the first sign of trouble. No security system is complete without the Safe Touch crash and smash technology and guaranteed response times. And now you can get that halo of protection as well. Ring in the new year with Safe Touch and not that ding-dong doorbell. Go to safetouch.com or call 888-723-8682. Again, that's safetouch.com. State license EF233.
Is your current home loan the right fit for you? Your historic low rates may be a great reason to refinance, but when matched with an expertly chosen loan from Loan Depot, you could be saving money and paying more towards the bottom line. Call a Loan Depot loan officer and ask about our 27-year Smart Term loan or our 10-year ARM loan. Get a great rate matched with a great loan by calling 866-888-LOAN or visit loandepot.com. At Loan Depot, home means everything. Rates are subject to change. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing opportunity. NMLS number 174457. Licensed in all 50 states.
At Panera, you can say yes to both of your cravings. We call it You Pick Two. And with over 465 pairings, you'll find a meal sure to satisfy any mood. Are you feeling both fresh and fun? Pick our Fuji apple salad with a new Thai chicken soup. Or maybe you're feeling classic and bold. Pair some creamy mac and cheese with our new Citrus Asian Crunch salad. Order your perfect pair today and enjoy a $0 delivery fee for a limited time only. Panera, the familiar made fantastic. Restrictions apply. Visit PaneraBread.com/delivery info for complete details.
Home. Sure, it's your furniture and electronics and appliances, but at Cons Home Plus, we know it's that plus a whole lot more. We call it living the plus life. Hurry in for the President's Day sale and enjoy star-spangled savings on top brands like Samsung, LG, HP, and more. Shop hot deals on our huge selection of products. Plus, get next-day delivery options and pay over time with our personalized financing. Live the plus life during the President's Day sale, only at Cons Home Plus. Open in Orlando, Ocala, and Orange City.
Financial strength means having the choices to do what's best for you. An Amscot Cash Advance could put up to $500 in your hand on the spot with no credit check when you really need it and for less than you might think. Amscot. Some restrictions apply.
Well, hello there. I am the Guitar Hotel. I have over 3,000 of the newest slot machines and nearly 200 table games with real cards and real dealers. Come experience my incredible lineup of restaurants, bars, and of course, Hard Rock Live. Or spend a day soaking up the sun in my 18 acres of poolside paradise. I can't wait to meet you. Visit hardrockholly.com to find out more.
If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
This is Robert Palmer, president of RP Funding. With home values at an all-time high, it's a great time to turn your home equity into the cash you need. Plus, get a closing cost credit. Visit rpfunding.com for details.
Terms and conditions apply. We must 7168 equal housing.
Calendars have a tendency to fill up fast. Obligations, events, projects around the house. But now is the perfect time to schedule a getaway to St. Pete Clearwater, where you can immerse all your senses. Discover laid-back beach towns, visit the Clearwater Marine Aquarium, and take in a sunset on St. Pete Beach, TripAdvisor's #1 beach in the U.S. Hey, you're obligated to relax once in a while, too. Start planning your escape at visitstpeteclearwater.com.
Welcome to IKEA. What are you doing?
Hi, I'm juggling a lot these days, so I've decided to embrace it and actually learn juggling. Whoa.
Our IKEA Better Balance Trail might help.
Whoa.
IKEA family members can follow the trail for a chance to enter to win great prizes. And check out offers like when you spend $250 or more pre-tax, you can save $25 on eligible items when you scan your IKEA family card.
Cool.
Find out more at your local IKEA or IKEA-USA.com/The Better Balance Trail. Offer valid 2/18 to 2/21 in the U.S. Discount applied proportionally across items purchased as shown on receipt. See store and IKEA-USA.com/offers for complete terms and restrictions.
We all want to support our community and small businesses, protect the environment and our kids' future, and above all, help others when they need it. That's why every day our energy goes into delivering reliable, cleaner, affordable energy. The energy that promises a better tomorrow with new jobs and opportunities and helps everyone move forward together. We're Duke Energy, and we're building a smarter energy future for you.
Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
This year full of real radio is brought to you by Clausman Law. Car crash? Call Glenn Clausman. ClausmanLaw.com.
Instagram. It's not just about food pics, but it's mostly about food pics.
At Real Radio 1041.
Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on Twitch.
407-916-1041. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show here on Real Radio. Do we have any lines open for last call?
We have 2 lines open for
Two lines, guys. 2 lines open for last call. Hop on board, make us laugh, call back from the show, whatever you can do to entertain us for once in your miserable life. Do it now.
Yeah.
407-916-1041. Our blog is really good today, JimColbertLive.com. Some cool stuff to watch up there, including Deb's choice for What'd You Do That's New that we went over. Jack's is up there as well. It's the Super Bowl show from Bruce Springsteen a few years back. Go check that out. We'll talk about that next Tuesday. And, of course, tomorrow coming up, our buddy Scott Maxwell in Animal House. Deb, who's coming in for Animal House tomorrow?
We have the Pet Alliance of Greater Orlando.
Very nice. Hopefully we'll have a little furry friend with us or with them so we can check them out. Ross, stand up. You got anything going on out there, brother?
I do, because February 26th, I'll be at Barley and Vine for Milk District Comedy. You can go ahead, Instagram or Facebook page, Milk District Comedy, and then you can be a part of this really cool lineup of comedy shows in the Milk District of Orlando, Florida.
We'll get to last call here in 1 second. I did want to pay this story off because I talked about it at the beginning of the show, and I don't think it'll transfer over to tomorrow. So here's a scene. A naked man wearing just a dog collar and a lead is led across the floor by a woman in bondage outfit. 2 strippers dance next to a bar. A group is gathered around a couple openly having sex, watching and occasionally commenting. One man is wearing a Nazi uniform. Where is that happening? In a children's video game called Roblox. And this is the problem I was telling you guys they were having in some of these virtual reality metaverse kind of areas, because you can go in and create an area called a condo, and it may only last for an hour or 30 minutes or whatever until they find it. But that I guess that, if in the right situation, I guess a kid could wander into one of these rooms and these Lego people are basically banging it out. Did you know that about Roblox, Ross? Did you know anything about the game at all?
No. I do not. I don't even know what the objective is. It kind of sounds like a Minecraft kind of spinoff.
It's exactly kind of what I think it is. A primitive metaverse that's kind of, not very digitally beautiful, but it's one of the most popular children games in the world. 2/3 of all U.S. children between the ages of 9 and 12 use the game. Just to give you an idea of the span of what this covers. And they can build rooms. People can build rooms inside those areas that allow some really sketchy stuff to go down. You can build your own, avatar thing and have it do all kinds of crazy stuff. But more importantly, you can actually have conversations with those bubbles and type stuff that has become a really sketchy situation. And they show a screen grab from one of these. And one of us like, well, you want to have sex? Want to date? Half of them are naked, and they can alter the image of the thing to make it look grossly out of proportion. If you feel me. One says, "Just who want a sex?"
Oh, nice.
Said it really is one of those situations where they will slip through, build one of these rooms, and then kind of get out. They call it a cat and mouse kind of scenario, but it is one of those situations. So if your kid out there plays Roblox, just understand that there are some areas in that game that if they wander off, I guess they can wind up in one of those really sketchy areas that could lead to some, maybe some stuff you just don't want to have to explain to a 9 or 10-year-old, Yeah. Maybe you just don't want to do that. Not right now in your life. Maybe 3 or 4 years down the road you can explain it, but you don't want to have to hit up a 9-year-old or why somebody's leading a dude around in a dog lead.
Exactly.
I don't think that's fair.
I mean, that's the tough thing about I'm not saying that I support this. I'm just saying that what I'm hearing is just the reflection of society, essentially. If you go ahead and make an internet-based thing for children, there are going to be some people who find it entertaining to cause this.
It's so funny. There's a woman who's actually a digital psychologist. She studies behavior online, and she says people behave differently in the metaverse. You can be a perfectly cool person, but when you get in there and it's anonymous, it has what they call the disinhibition effect, is what they call that. The disinhibition. You just you let it roll. You're like, nobody's going to know. I'm doing whatever the hell I want.
You see that with comments, right?
Sure,
in chat rooms.
I mean, you can really look at the biggest example of that is before 4chan was ever, censored. When you had just raw, anonymous comments of some pretty heinous stuff.
And some content that was also very heinous as well. I mean, sketchy stuff, dark web stuff.
So it's being anonymous is, almost like a secret cheat code for a lot of people to go ahead and share. Sometimes I don't even think it's their true feeling. I think it's just, I'm going to make the most repulsive, shocking comment because I can.
There's a term for it. I actually just saw a documentary the other day about this cannibal thing that was supposed to be happening, and they went on this cannibal website or whatever, and this guy was talking about, they were looking for missing people is what it was. There were 3 dead people, and they were looking for some clues, and they found this website and thought possibly that, these people could have submitted, because that's what happens. People actually submit themselves to be eaten and killed.
Yeah.
And this scenario was a guy who talked this big game about how he's done this and how he's done that and blah, 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 blah. And it turns out that he didn't do any of it. And there's a term for those people, and they're called howlers.
Huh.
They're called howlers. And the ones who really do it are called hunters. But if you are in one of those rooms and all you do is just talk about the stuff that people are, and you don't do any of it, they call you a howler. So it's kind of an interesting culture that's below the surface of the web that is just waiting to peek its head up in some of these crazy metaverse situations like Roblox. Again, if your kids are playing it, just be careful, man. Get into some sketchy stuff pretty quick. And you can't screen catch it, I guess. There's all kinds of weird things. They're trying to create some parental controls for it right now. So just keep your heads out. I mean, if 2/3 of the kids between 9 and 12 are playing it, chances are somebody in our audience is understanding what's going on there. All right, 407-916-1041. Let's do last call. Deb, who do we have to thank today?
We want to thank Glenn Klausman of Klausman Law for bringing us What'd You Do That's New, and, of course, the lovely Olivia, Ross's fiancée.
Absolutely. Coming up tomorrow, Animal House. Pet Alliance is going to be in with us. Of course, our buddy Scott Maxwell will drop by as well. Jack, Twitter poll?
Do you plan on watching the Oscars this year, hosted by Regina Hall, Wanda Sykes, Amy Schumer? 78% say no.
That's right. They are not interested at all. But I think they're going to make some news, though. I think it's going to be good. All right, let's get to last call. Who's up, guys?
Let's welcome Party Mom on line 1.
Party Mom, last call.
You're the big spoon, but you've gone too far, spooning different dogs every day. You're rubbing fur and sweating, honey, spooning a dog, making you feel funny. It's a bitch, girl. Smoke weed every day.
Thanks, Party Mom. I appreciate that. Ross, don't rub your face in disappointment. She did a fine job for you.
I was rubbing my face out of approval.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't know. Who's up next, guys?
John.
John, last call.
Hey, Jim. I made your chili the other day, and I got some excellent feedback on that. So I'm going to be entering it into a chili cook-off this week.
Oh, wow. Awesome, dude. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. I hope it wins. I didn't win with it, but maybe you can. Maybe yours is better than mine.
Jim, that's your rival. That is,
Listen.
Colbert droid.
Listen, buddy, in the world of food, there are no rivals.
Oh, right. Okay, that's the biggest lie ever told.
Let's welcome Big T.
I'll crush that guy's soul. Big T, last call.
Big T.
Ross and Jimmy sitting in tree. KISSING. First comes love, then comes marriage, then, oh God, then comes Ross, and never mind.
All right, thanks, Big T. Appreciate that. Who's up next?
Let's welcome Barry. Gotta love Barry.
Barry, last call.
Barry?
Hey, buddy. Love y'all show. Thank you very much. Just ask, Ross, I need you to ask Olivia about being the spork.
Man, the spork was not brought up. That's a very good point. A combination, a hybrid per se.
Goes both ways.
Hey.
Not me.
Just call it good right there. Pull that,
you know what that caller made me do? Made me look to see when Barry the TV show is coming back.
Let's welcome Mike on line 5.
All right, Mike, last call, buddy.
Hey, buddy, I made some world peace chili at the Palm Bay Moose Lodge chili cook-off for the Super Bowl, and I used hot Jimmy Dean sausage, and it came out phenomenal.
All right, buddy, I appreciate that. Good luck, man.
Play you in golf.
Okay,
deal.
Listen, email me, JimColbert@realradio.fm. If you're paying, I'm playing.
This Sunday.
Maybe, who knows?
By the way, April 24th, Barry's coming back for season 3 on HBO.
Oh, my God, one of the best shows.
That is great.
Oh, my God, it's so good. How about a revival of Henry Winkler's career, by the way, dude? Crazy. One more last call.
It's almost like Lindsay Lohan and that, that Jim.
I'm telling you, you guys are going to listen. You mock me now. When she gets a big role in the latest Quentin Tarantino movie, I want an apology from every one of you.
By the way, you should end every show with that. You mock me now.
Right, exactly.
All right, on behalf of Deb, Jack, and Ross, I am Jim. We follow the News Junkie. They follow the monsters in the morning. After us is Tom and Dan with the Corporate Time and our friends from Real Laughs. We'll see you tomorrow at 3 o'clock for more of the Jim Colbert Show. Until then, have yourself a wonderful Tuesday evening.
Bye.
Mahogany.
Live without a net. Suck it, podcasts. Unless you're our podcast. That can get fixed in post, right? Real Radio 104.1.
A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan is coming up next on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price.
Authorities still working to clear an accident further north on 417 between Airport Boulevard and County Road 46A. The right lane is still blocked. It's also stop and go south on 429 between Sinclair Road and I-4. I-4 still a solid ride westbound between Fairbanks Avenue and Ivanhoe Boulevard, and also between US 192 and Osceola Polk Line Road. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Audible. Make this the winter of you with Audible. Listen to the best of what you love, from comedy to wellness to the latest bestsellers. Find it all